bored, mostly.
It was just so bored. Like,
yeah, very boring.
Okay, so like, for a movie about robots fighting each other and the military and everything, I was so bored.
That's how it always goes.
Not the first one. First couple, maybe.
The first two are bad.
No, the first one's good.
No, it's still
Second,
it's bad now.
no, first is good. Second is bad. Third is bad. Fourth and fifth are just inexcusably bad.
I'm back.
Okay. I'm gonna go bid Marina adieu real quick.
This is an audio test. This is an audio test. Test. That looks pretty good. Transformers. Jinjo, come here. Jinjo, come here. We're doing the podcast, Jinjo.
Marina is starting 50-50, so with Alex.
Alex is watching F-Boy Island.
Oh, well, they were texting each other saying you want me to watch it with you.
Ow.
Nothing. Marina, that Alex was originally watching F-Boy Island. Marina watched 4 episodes of F-Boy Island last night.
Pretty good. Paradise Hotel vibe.
Oh, for sure. We were watching. I was like, "What the fuck is the point of this show?" Like,
I think they're just trying for moments and love.
oh, Seth really had to use the bathroom. I was gonna try and run and go pee too.
He had to get his colon in order.
Okay. All right, let's check fantasy while we're waiting. Michael Thomas, huge game back in his first game.
No, not really.
He had 23 fantasy points.
I hate him.
I know you do, but he had a really good first week back after like a 2-year hiatus.
My rookie receiver did good in Dynasty, Dotson.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Okay, so unless Dalton Schultz scores 31 and DK Metcalf scores 0, I've won in Seth's league. So taking down the defending champion, Darren.
No, Jordy won.
No, I thought it was Darren. Oh, Darren won the year before. Jordy won last year. What was the year?
Kick the hell out of Jordy.
Oh, I know. What was it last year that fucking Tyler dropped Calvin Ridley, or was it 2 years ago? And Jordy
I think that was 2 years ago, yeah.
And he had like Thielen, Ridley, Diggs.
Might have been last year.
He had like his receiving core is too good. And
I think it was last year. I haven't been in it for more than 2 years, I think.
No, this is your 3rd year with Seth, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because the
And
first
Alex
year
is
was
second.
with Marina was in the league the first year, and we
That's
drafted at Office Trivia. And you and I are close in Dynasty. It'll all come down to if Cortland Sutton can score more than 7.
Fuck him. Jinjo, you gotta chill, buddy.
Jinjo's
Figure out
never
which room-
chill.
You gotta figure out which room he wants to be in. How are we gonna start this bitch? We could say Devon died or something.
Yeah, probably Devon is dead, and then we'll just recreate something where we just make a bunch of blast noises and just like, and then it'll just be like, Devon, no!
And we'll eulogize Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Jinjo, stop.
It'll be like a Devon, no, and then I'll plug over like some bagpipes, like a funeral. It's like,
Like a
be
bagpipe funeral.
Devon was a great soldier.
I like it.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Oh.
pee real quick, but once Seth gets out, he's taking a 10-minute shit apparently.
Or longer.
Yeah, we don't know. It could be.
The Cowboys are playing.
I know. Rematch of last year's opening game.
Yeah, no one wants you here. You get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Jinjo.
Where you going?
You literally have already yelled at him like 3 times. I'm kicking him out.
Oh, thanks.
He's being an idiot.
Lou got a haircut.
He keeps trying to come back in between the rooms. Louie got a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. Harsh words from Alex.
No.
Jinjo getting in trouble.
Extra listening power.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm about to upload YouTube stuff too for all of our things that we've recorded so far. Schedule them out.
With the audio?
Just the Skype recording I'll put on YouTube with video and audio.
With the mic audio or the Skype audio?
Skype audio. I don't
That
think
could
I
be the
can.
next evolution.
I don't know if I can incorporate the mic audio into the Skype video into a
Sure you could.
and make it balance all that well. Probably
You just
not.
have to do the podcast audio first, and then just take that audio file and put it on top of the video file.
And line it up, yeah. But on the audio file, I have to take out a lot of time because, like, in the middle, we had to stop and then we started again, but then we had to stop again for 45 seconds because it didn't record for you, and then we had to start again.
I'll figure it out.
I've got I'm just gonna upload it.
I know, but I'll figure it out.
You'll
Don't
figure
worry.
it out. Seth, here are your headphones.
Thanks. How'd you like them?
They suck.
What?
Now I have to use the bathroom. You were in there for so long.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My stomach's so bad.
I gave you 2 to start.
Thanks, brother. Ah, my throne.
What's up, pimp?
What's up, player? Holy shit. This chair just ate my phone. What the hell?
Are you missing your phone?
I just watched it disappear. It's like in the chair now. It's crazy.
That chair is like 90 years old, I think. I heard.
It's haunted, apparently.
It is haunted. It's the world's
See how
oldest
it's
chair.
done?
Sorry. What's up?
You see how it's done?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My stomach was mad. Brandon, your couch chair ate my phone. It's gone.
Oh, we're gonna have to move it.
What do you Is it underneath?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna break my arm. Oh no.
Just lift.
Oh. There it is. You were right all along.
I'm always right. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
In the couch.
My phone's in the couch. Ah. Fancy living. Look at that camera quality.
It's okay. His is better on his phone.
Yeah.
But I just want something to clean it. I was going to use my shirt, but then it's going to record my belly.
Belly.
Davinky.
I'm gonna keep doing that now.
Clean, clean, clean.
What the hell?
Microfiber cloth.
No,
Okay,
seeing the 1080p.
So how we are starting this bitch today is we're gonna make a bunch of war noises and like transformer noises, and then we're gonna like just scream to like get the fuck out of here. But then in the midst of it, Devon dies, and then we'll pause for a second, and I'll put in like a bagpipe funeral noise, and then it'll be us giving a eulogy at his funeral.
So are we screaming like we're trying to get out of a burning building kind of screaming?
No, we're getting out of the Transformers war.
Oh, okay. I got my tragedies.
Bogey's inbound. We got to get the fuck out of here. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Devon, no. Shit like that.
Devon's dead and we're giving eulogy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Lucas?
Are you frozen?
Yep.
He is frozen. We're going to wait for that to...
I'm ready.
Oh, he's not frozen
He's
anymore.
just half.
You were frozen.
I don't think
Nope,
he
I
was.
was here the whole time.
He
just
was
hasn't
half in
moved.
it.
I'm
You'd be
still
on the
here.
half of that screen.
Is he mad?
I think so.
Oh,
Shit.
he's not
magic. He's Merlin.
And he just needs the beard.
All right. On play. 1, 2, 3, play.
Oh no, Devon's got stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Oh no.
You gotta get the fuck out of here. He's got cancer.
That's not gonna help his bullet wound any.
Yo, we still gotta get the fuck out of here. Get him help. Get him help. Bogies are inbound. Get out of here. Get him out, Seth.
Okay.
We need a medic. We need a medic. Is there a doctor or a pharmacist nearby?
Preferably a doctor.
Was
Was that a plane? What are these noises? Brandon, this is serious.
We only
Get
have
out
a
of here.
pharmacist. No one can write prescriptions.
All he can do is make stage sounds.
He can give him a vaccine. Have you received your tetanus shot recently? He's got cancer.
Devon, we lost him.
We lost.
We lost Devon to tetanus.
He was shot in the head by tetanus.
He was I'm remembering
And
Devon
now a eulogy.
as I'm remembering Devon as he wanted to be remembered. As a pancreatic cancer survivor and an anti-vaxxer who never wanted the tetanus vaccine. It ended up getting to him, but that's the life of a Marine.
And
You
he was
never
a
know what you're
father.
gonna get. And a father, but
And a father. But more importantly, he died the way he lived. Without a
Anti-vax.
tetanus shot. Yeah.
anybody else want to say some kind words before we part ways with Devon?
He had the biggest dick I ever saw. My man.
Pour one out for your homies there.
For real.
I'll just say give him hell, Junior.
Give him hell. It's for you,
R.I.P.
Pops. Why'd you have to fucking hit the mic, Seth,
I
in our
was
5-second pause?
I was grieving for Devon.
You didn't even know he was dead yet.
I knew he was going to die.
Yeah, it's like we planned it.
I know.
Oh shit, we planned his death?
Oh shit.
It was like stealth. It wasn't a tetanus shot all along. It was the lethal injection.
We're going to jail.
Is that what happened in Stealth? What?
Yeah, don't you remember when he crashed in Alaska and the guy was like, "Oh, you're in a lot of pain. Here, take this
Oh,
tetanus
yeah.
shot." And
Oh,
he was
yeah.
trying
That
to
niche
give it to him.
scene from Stealth, yes.
Yeah, don't make me remember.
He was.
anything.
It was like, "Do we have a backup plan for if he doesn't want a tetanus shot?" And they're like, "No, this is gonna work."
Trust me. If I know this guy, he loves shots. He just loves getting needles in him.
And it turns
Stealth-
out it was Devon all along.
Stealth, a freaking movie award winner for the, what were we calling them? The movies, the Mookies? What was it?
I don't know. The Goonies.
We said the Goonies, the movies, and the baddies were the top 3.
Yeah.
The Mookie
I like-
Awards. I think it took home a couple of Mookies, Stealth did, in the end of it all.
Yeah, no,
Did
I
the
think
least with most?
no. That was Little Nicky ended up winning in a tiebreaker.
That makes sense.
I think it only took home
What, worst CGI or something?
no worst picture.
Worst picture?
Yeah,
The
it
big
might
one.
have taken home worst CGI
The
as well.
big
It did
one.
take home worst CGI. No, that was Birdemic. So yeah, it only took home the big one. It was nominated across the board.
Yeah, it had a lot of nominations, which is bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the first 2 Lord of the Rings where they were nominated a lot but didn't win. Like technical in every category, just bad though on the
Yeah.
other end.
And here we are celebrating it yet again.
On a podcast that's not for stealth.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It lives in infamy.
All right, Devon, any input here?
Brandon, he died.
That's
He's
right.
locked in my
Devon's-
basement.
Nothing, you
chicka,
idiot.
chicka,
Dr.
Slim
Dre
Shady.
is dead. That's funny.
I'm
Yeah,
sick of
he-
him. Look at him.
He could not come because, as we all know,
That sounds like a very
first,
personal thing. He has a
then
child.
Soccer.
He definitely can come.
Is that from a movie that you guys know about?
Kicking and screaming. If you
Noah
listen to the
Baumbach
podcast,
movie.
Seth,
About college, yeah.
Kicking and Screaming is not a Noah Baumbach movie about college.
Who's
Oh,
Noah
it
Baumbach?
is.
No, it's not.
That's the other kicking and screaming, Brandon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. That's right.
That's a joke for the cinephiles out there. I'm watching you.
Yeah, for anybody that listens to the podcast, you're right along with us. Right, Seth?
Yeah.
I'm right along.
Right, my friend?
But yeah, Devon has to slaughter a bunch of meat. He couldn't make it tonight, so we wish him well.
So we're going to do stealth again. This is the Stealth 2 podcast. Felt like we needed to touch back on it. Make sure that there are no loose ends out there. Actually,
covered it all. We
the-
didn't talk about the director last time, as much as we should.
As much as we... Yeah.
Yeah.
Although this isn't a stealth podcast, but it definitely did give me stealth vibes while watching it.
The movie?
Yeah.
Insofar
bad.
as it is a movie.
Yeah. So today, unfortunately, Devon isn't here, but we are, and I don't think he's going to be upset about it after his transgressions in the series, but we are finishing off the Transformers series with Transformers 5, The Last Night from 2017. Night as in Knight. Before we get into it, we're drinking beers, which I'm surprised we're drinking beers because we had a bender last night.
Yeah.
Mostly you,
Yeah. I think I drank enough for both of us, though.
and you still want to keep going.
Yeah.
So what I got for us today, I'm probably only going to drink one, but I've got a Red Lodge Ale
Oh, that's
from
nice.
Brewing Company. It's a Pilsner, which I don't know if we've done a Pilsner yet. I don't even know what classifies a Pilsner as a Pilsner.
No
you know?
idea.
Different hops, different brewing style. I don't know.
It's about
But-
how much grape is in the drink.
I don't think that's. I don't.
Mm.
I think you've been drinking the wrong kind of beers,
They
my friend.
did surgery on a grape and put it in a beer.
They did what?
They did surgery on a grape and put it in a beer.
They did surgery on a grape.
And now we're drinking it.
Yeah. So I thought we were trying to find something that fit like Transformers. I almost bought just Bud Lights because of the product placement in the fourth movie.
You should have.
But we
And
found
this movie.
something.
And
This movie, yeah. But I ended up buying something that had Knight, Knight. It's called Checkmate, and it's got little chess pieces on it.
Czech.
So
It's just Czech.
Czech,
That's not whatever.
like Czech Republic. But
Like,
Checkmate,
okay.
Pilsner.
Yeah.
It's
Giddy up.
color is straw gold, IBU 26, alcohol 5.1%, awesomeness 100. Red Lodge Ale is very proud of their thing.
That's
Let's-
calculated by proof, though, so I think that it's only 50%.
Oh shit! Yeah, 100 awesomeness proof. Yeah. So let's hear how crisp this crack is. Oh,
That's nice.
what do you think about it?
It's pretty good. It's smooth. I'm not a big fan of pilsners because they just got a weird aftertaste, but it's fine. Also, wouldn't it be funny if like
that would be hilarious?
Didn't like some of their beers, and I was like, I don't know, 60% awesome. Like some of them don't get the 100%. It's like a guy they hate.
Yeah,
that
they're
made
best
the beer.
sellers and whatnot. Yeah, I do like it. It's kind of like a barley-y taste, and it is very smooth. So I'll take
Afterbirth.
an Okie Afterbirth. What are you drinking, Lucas?
Diet Pepsi.
Ooh. The thing is, I don't even like Diet Coke.
I love Diet Coke.
If
Don't.
If you listen to me drink Diet Coke, you would know. So, moving on from the beer, today is a director that we have had on this show many, many times.
Too many times, in fact.
3 many.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is his 5th time on as a director. It's Sir Michael Bay.
Sir?
Yeah.
Is he knighted?
He's been knighted.
No, we actually have actual knights in this movie, so
We do.
I don't know, I think it was a fake.
he's not knighted.
I think it was a fake headline, but I saw a headline on Twitter today that said, Trump claims that the Queen knighted him privately before she died.
That did happen. I was there.
You were there.
Oh, shit.
Lucas was knighted as well.
And she said, Michael Bay, you're not invited.
You are not
Trump
knighted.
in secret with Lucas in the
I
room.
saw Transformers 5.
So Queen Elizabeth was a huge fan of the Transformers series
until the 5th.
Until the 5th, and she revoked his knightship
and put him in jail.
Yeah. So we got Michael Bay. He's done.
He's free.
He's done. Jesus.
They poisoned the water.
He's done Transformers 2, Transformers 3, 4, and 5 on here with us, as well as the first one. He did that show Ambulance, but the LA and Ambulance was like LA, like all caps, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Ambulance has gotten good reviews.
There's handsome men in there.
There are. There was 13 Hours, which I think was the John Krasinski one. He did Pain and Gain, which was the Mark Wahlberg, Dwayne Johnson one.
Get to the good stuff.
He did The Island. He did Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Boo. We're
He did Pearl Harbor.
No.
And Armageddon.
Oh, is that the one?
Didn't he do The Rock as well?
The what?
I didn't see it on there.
The Rock.
What's The Rack?
Nice. The
Rock was directed by Michael Bay. I think that's probably my favorite Michael Bay film. That's the one.
That's the other Mark Wahlberg one.
No, with Nicolas Cage. In the 90s.
Nicolas Cage, that's right. Yeah.
Interesting.
And Sean Connery.
Oh, we talked about this last time, and I left it off because I just copy and pasted from Transformers 4, the director stuff. And we talked about this last time. You said The Rock, and I was like, oh, the Mark Wahlberg one, but I meant Rockstar.
Some deja vu right now.
Yeah, we did this
but
whole
you did add Ambulance this time.
I did add Ambulance, because I remembered we talked about it, but I forgot about The Rock.
We talked about Ambulance on the Armageddon one.
Armageddon.
Sorry. We talked about Ambulance on the Armageddon episode.
But not The Rock?
Not that I remember.
He's come up a lot, this director.
When you kept saying get to the good one, that's why I put off Armageddon, because I was thinking you were wanting to call back one that we've done.
Oh, I hated Armageddon.
I know you did, but I just thought that's where we're going. All right.
So bad.
So Michael Bay.
Sorry, Karen.
The genius mastermind of lens flares and slow motion and objectifying women in shots and explosions
he
and
made
just
a robot hot.
So that's what we got. Writers today, there are 3. You've got the duo of Art Markham and Matt Holloway. So there's 2 of them right there. They've done Shadow of Fear. They wrote the original Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
They wrote Punisher Warzone.
They wrote a lot of Punisher in this.
No.
Yes, that was all the Punish things the cops all had. A self-reference to Punisher.
Oh shit, they were. the TRF badges with the skull on it, that was a Punisher logo.
And they
You're
had
right.
big stamps that said "Punish" and stuff.
Yep. You're right. Good catch. He also
Punish.
Oh my god.
They also did Men in Black International. So the I think it was the Chris Hemsworth series of Men in Black.
First
Oh.
I heard of it.
Well, if you listen to the podcast, Lucas, you would know.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
And then the last one they wrote was the new Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg video game adaptation, Uncharted.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Why did they do that?
I don't know. That's one of my favorite games, so I kind of want to check out the movie and see just in case.
Sure.
But I love
prefer,
that.
I prefer my islands charted myself.
Yeah. If I were to go on, say, a getaway or a spontaneous
Excursion.
vacation, yeah, an excursion of sorts, I don't think I'd...
Horrendous.
in a way. I don't think I'd want to bear the elements the way a rugged Mark Wahlberg, rugged Tom Holland type might want to do that.
A
same
rugged
thing.
5'5", clean-shaven British Tom Holland.
He's so small.
Oh, he's so small.
He's like a... Somebody said once that he always looks like he just put a frog in his mouth. And he's trying not to let it out.
I can see
But-
it.
Yeah.
Spider-Frog.
But Spider Frog Man landed Zendaya, so.
Did he? Are they dating for real?
Oh yeah.
Man. Art really... No, life imitates art? Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. I knew somebody'd be a Lady Gaga fan in here.
Me.
What are we talking about?
Function based in form. So those are two of the writers.
Well, I was
the-
born this way.
Oh, shit. He's on the right track.
Don't say that. Quit that. Just dance
Brandon,
already.
Brandon, don't poke her face.
Sorry.
Beat
Her,
me to it,
her and
man.
I have a bad romance, okay? Fine.
No bad romance.
Fernando.
You and
Oh,
I
wait,
have a bad
Alejandro.
romance.
That's her name is Alejandro.
Yeah.
And that's why she gets so much paparazzi.
Yes. And applause.
Speaking of Mark Wahlberg,
The biggest Gaga fan I know.
These jokes were shallow.
I don't know that one.
A Star is Born. In the shallow, in the shallow. Yeah. Yeah.
and who's the
it's-
other writer?
I'm glad we went on this fucking Lady Gaga tangent, but the other writer
I'm
is
glad one of us is.
Ken Nolan.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Get to the good stuff. He's done 6 episodes of The Company.
Ooh.
Nice, good stuff.
Uh,
We got right to it.
He's done Only the Brave,
Don't know it.
and then he wrote the movie Black Hawk Down.
Black what?
Black-
Hawk Down.
Hawk Down.
Okay.
Oh, Brandon. Yeah, Ridley Scott directed. I think that's an ensemble cast of 30 people descending in the
Jesus.
Iraqi desert.
Yep.
Iraq.
Denzel Washington in it.
Denzel, early Tom Hardy. I think Ham from Space Chimps was in the crew.
Yeah, naturally.
Early
Not
Tom
of his own
Holland.
volition. Early Tom Holland.
Real
Baby
early.
Tom Holland.
Baby in Iraq. So those are our writers today.
3 Men in a War.
And then a cast. We're bringing back Mark Wahlberg as Mr. Cade Yeager. Ooh, punching.
He loves Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
yeah. This is bringing you back to the fighter days.
He was in The Fighter. Good connection, Brandon. He was
Christian
a
Bale
fighter.
was so good in that movie.
The Fighter was good.
You watched it with me.
Yes.
We've also, and that's we didn't bring back Nicola Peltz, Lucas.
I know. I have thoughts on that.
Okay, I'm glad.
But I don't want to be
Um,
slanderous. But I assume Michael Bay harassed her to the point where she didn't want to return to the film.
I
He
couldn't
wouldn't.
find any information about that, but that is my inkling.
There's so much hush money just being tossed around in
'Cause-
Hollywood. It's crazy.
Yeah, Megan Fox in the first 2,
Dirty
then
hands.
Rosie Huntington Whitley in the 3rd, then Nicola Peltz in this one, and they're just going through hot women.
Like leave him alone.
Yeah,
man.
just every single time, no, please don't cast me.
Can we start a petition for Michael Bay to just be
Just
locked
chill
in a
out?
box? Nah, he had his chance to chill out. He's 70 now. Put
Okay.
him in a box.
So, in addition to Mark Wahlberg, you've got Sir Anthony Hopkins, who I really thought did not need to do this role.
He was so funny though.
I wrote a note in my notes that he cashed a paycheck for this.
He
Sure did.
really did. He really did.
An
And
actual
then-
night.
Yeah, an actual night. And then a
Someone
couple years
who's-
later,
Someone
won
who's
an Oscar.
Acting is so good that he literally became like a protector of England.
Yeah.
A respected theater and screen actor.
Yep.
And then he did Transformers 5 because he wanted a new boat.
To retire on.
Man.
Yeah.
The night he had fallen.
He was
Am I
chasing
right?
that bag. So you've also got Josh Duhamel coming back.
A long time reappearance on this podcast. He's been in
Yeah,
a lot of our movies.
Probably our most frequent actor in these movies, Josh Duhamel.
I think you said that about somebody else.
You got Laura Haddock. You got Santiago Cabrera,
Isn't that a fish?
Isabella Merced, Jared Carmichael, John Turturro coming back for a very minor role. Tony Hale
Again.
again.
Is he playing the same character as he was last time, or is that a different character?
No, this one he was a hero in this one.
I mean,
Yeah, but
of
he's
sorts.
He's still just like a scientist nerd bitch.
Not
He
all
just went
scientists
from
are nerd
turtleneck
bitch.
to like Hawaiian
Cardigan.
shirt, whatever the hell
Yeah.
he was wearing.
And then our last one today is Stanley Tucci.
What?
When?
He was Merlin at the beginning
He
in the
was
Dark
Merlin?
Ages. Yeah.
Boo.
That's
He was Merlin.
nuts.
And then I put a little cast down for like voice actors. You had Steve Buscemi,
He sure
you
did.
had John Goodman, you had Omar Sy, you had Joe DiMaggio, and you had not Joe DiMaggio,
Yeah,
the bass.
John
DiMaggio, read that
I
wrong.
think we've done this before.
And Tom Kenny.
John DeDeja. That did not work.
No, that was bad.
Damn.
John DeDeja Vu.
I couldn't fit all the syllables.
Our nation
But-
waits on bated breath for you.
So those are our casts today.
God bless you, please. You know.
I don't. Is it more Lady Gaga?
God bless you, please, Mrs.
I was trying to come up with a Lady Gaga
Robinson.
song.
There's nothing that you will know.
Oh,
I don't know the song.
what?
Yes, you do.
What?
The Graduate?
Here's
never
to
seen
you, Mrs.
Mrs.
Robinson.
I know it's Simon
Jesus loves
and
you more than you
whatever
will
the other
know.
guy's name is.
You know that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I know of the song. I've
Whoa.
never heard it in my life. I've probably made a reference to it as a joke, but I've never heard that song.
That song is like On the Edge of Glory.
What is that?
That's a Lady Gaga song.
Oh, it's not like a literal.
No.
It's so close
I'm
to
on
being
the
great.
edge of glory.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, my brother growing up thought that the lyrics of that song were "I'm on the edge of Voshui."
What the fuck does that mean, Carter?
That's what my dad's. He's like, Carter, what are you singing? He's like, I'm on the edge of Voshui, and he's like, what the fuck is Voshui?
I figured I'd find out when I got older. That's crazy.
We haven't had the talk yet, you know. I'm waiting to find out what Voshui is. We're like, no.
Voshwi is anal, son.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
moving into plot for us today, a deadly threat from Earth's history reappears, and a hunt for a lost artifact takes place between Autobots and Decepticon, while Optimus Prime encounters his creator in space. That
Lot
sounds
going
like
on.
that sounds like the plot of
Going on.
every single one. Just the like deadly threat from Earth's history reappears. That's been in every single one.
Mhm.
And a hunt for a lost artifact takes place between Autobots and Decepticons. That's been in every one.
Yeah.
The only part that's different here is Optimus encounters his creator in space.
Yeah, the search for God and oneself. Good twist.
Now some history.
Mm.
Perhaps some philosophy.
My buddy's a minor in philosophy, actually.
Garrett.
Oh, Garrett, too. I was talking about Rat Boy.
Yeah.
Shout out Rat Boy.
Shout out Rat Boy.
What a good... Oh, finally, like, organic.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
So history. Once again, this is my fourth time doing it. This storied franchise encompasses toys, animation, comic books, video games, and films dating back to 1984. Not much to say as we've already gone through the history of Transformers itself. So if you haven't, go check out our 2nd, our 15th, and our 31st episodes before listening here and get the inside scoop to follow along easier. This one is a 2017 American science fiction action film based on the Transformers line. It is the 5th installment of the live-action Transformers film series and the sequel to Age of Extinction from 2014. The film premiered at the Odeon Leicester Square in London on June 18th, 2017, and was theatrically released in the US on June 21st, 2017 by Paramount Pictures. The film was panned by critics and is the worst reviewed film of the Transformers series. Criticism on this film focused on its runtime, the direction, the narrative, the script, the lack of character development, the cinematography, and the frequent format changes throughout. So basically everything they criticized. And a spin-off film titled Bumblebee, with Bay as a producer, was released on December 21st, 2018 to critical and financial success. Finishing it off, another sequel is in the works to premiere on June 9th, 2023, titled Transformers Rise of the Beast, but without any of the original cast or crew.
It's pretty interesting because I think a lot of like big famous directors, they have their established franchises, and a lot of them are beloved. Like George Lucas, of course, has Star Wars. Steven Spielberg has Indiana Jones. Peter Jackson has The Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm talking about. James Cameron
We'll
has
never
1,000
know what
of
Peter
them.
Jackson had.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
The Lord
We
of the
froze
Rings.
after Peter Jackson press.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew.
I was going to say
James
about
Cameron
Hobbits.
has a lot of franchises. This is like Michael Bay's baby, I think, of more than any other of his movies and properties. And I think a lot of care goes into it, even if it's still largely intellectually lacking.
Dog shit.
One of you guys put it more tenderly, and the other one not.
Who was it?
Rat Boy. Shout out Rat Boy.
He's
I
getting
just
shit
think
on now.
It kind of goes to his credence as a big-time director that he has. He has one of those under his belt,
Sure.
as an artist.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another one that was like huge. Toy Story. Christopher Nolan has the Dark Knight trilogy.
Sure does.
It's another big one.
It's true.
That's about it.
That's all.
Some of the main ones, at least. Okay, so yeah, critics. There's a hint for you guys. Worst reviewed of all of them. So if you listen to the podcast and you remember the scores from the second, third, and fourth Metacritic, Rotten Tomato, audience, and critics, if you lock those in, you're gonna have a good time on our reviews today.
So play along at home. If you guess closest, we'll send you all the suckers they keep at the bank.
Oh shit!
I know.
What bank?
I don't. What bank do you go to?
Same as you.
Then that one.
First Interstate.
First
it is.
Interstate Bank.
Let's
PIN
do
code 9991.
Let's do the one where Charles works too, so that everybody's just stealing all the suckers.
Yeah.
I hardly know her.
Like stealing suckers from some suckers.
And yeah, I just like that the critics panned it for literally everything. Directing, screenplay, narrative, character development, cinematography,
Yeah.
like literally everything.
It's not like it's a hit piece though. They're right.
No, they are right. So with that, it's Michael Bay. So we're gonna guess that budget today.
Mm.
Which feels like a long time since I've sang it.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
And
I guess
of
I
one-
didn't sing
and
it.
Two, and one.
1, 2, 3.
4.
We're setting you up.
Keep it going. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah.
And
Okay.
One, and two.
Quavo.
1, 2. If you're doing the books, you better not fudge it. So let's play a game called Guess That Budget. You hear that crescendo?
Yeah.
Lucas, I got a message on Facebook the other day from somebody that said, hey, we're looking for a tenor and we're starting a barbershop quartet. You want to join?
Mm. Was it like a prank, or are you in the band now?
No, I want to join. I'm waiting to see if I can fit it in my schedule. It was my old choir teacher from high school.
Oh, nice.
I was like, you need a quality tenor? He's like, you're the best there was. So
And you're finally of age. That'd be real fun.
Yeah. He actually, Brandon neglected to mention that Mr.
Green.
touristy. Okay, I know his name. I was just about to say something really bad, so I didn't want to
Mr. Chloroform.
dox him. He opened with a picture of his own asshole as an
No,
introduction to
he
Brandon.
did not.
And Brandon's like, I'm in. And it's like,
Mr. Green at Billings West.
Don't gaslight him.
that's not gaslighting. That's
He's
Sabotage.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
gaslighting.
yeah, that's like convincing.
Yeah,
somebody.
that's true. Yeah, you're just sabotaging his life and career now.
I wasn't gonna dox him. You said his name, and then
Yeah, it went out of control.
it's not my fault at all. I just said that.
He's most likely innocent, guys. Don't worry. That's our final disclaimer.
You always said,
In
Lucas,
all
that you.
likelihood.
Can't say for certain, but he's probably a great guy.
Lucas, I know you and Marina always wanted me to join the Mendelssohn Club after I left choir.
I
So-
thought that was your path. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, the Mendelssohn
That's
Club is
totally
an
you.
old man choir in Missoula
Oh, that's so good. Why didn't you join?
that usually has only one or two younger guys in it.
Yeah,
So that was my path if I would have stayed in Missoula.
you should just buy like a fake ID that said you were 90.
Hey guys, coming with a cane, dye my hair gray.
yeah,
Really pass.
You're already shrunken.
I am.
that's
yeah.
true. He's got to hunch over a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna guess that budget.
Budget.
Right.
We're gonna go Seth first this time because he always likes to go one up on you, Lucas. So I'm gonna make him go first
I
each
haven't
time.
noticed.
Oh
You
yeah.
didn't see? I make a big show of it every time. Shit.
Shit.
I'm,
Here we go again.
I'm gonna say I spy my little eye $113 million.
Wow. No joke, I'm gonna guess, and this is gonna be my guess, $115 million.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Neither of you guys are even close.
Damn. 116 probably. That's
you
a million
were,
off.
You were not so close. It's 217 million.
Oh,
That's insane.
Shit.
Most expensive Transformers movie to date.
Lucas, bigger waste of money. 217 on this, 80 million on Little Nicky.
Little Nicky.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, for a lot of reasons.
$217 million.
They didn't do anything in Little Nicky. All right.
I thought you were gonna say in this movie.
Yeah, you could have said either one. I would have been fine with the rationale. What's the rationale?
At least this one did, like, you could
They, like,
see
blew
that
up
they were
Earth.
using. Yeah, this one, like, you could see they were using the budget. Little Nicky is like, what did they use this on?
Well, I couldn't-
Although some parallels in each with Hell coming through the ground and
So-
Unicron coming through the ground.
Do we need to draw parallels between Little Nicky and Transformers 5?
I think they were. Yeah, no, we don't because they were obvious.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's what
The
I'm
audience
saying.
has made them already at this point.
Yeah, if they
It's been
listened to the
implied,
podcast,
so
they
yeah.
knew.
It's
Opening
laced into
weekend.
the canon of
whole-
our show.
The first 30 minutes are like, this sounds a lot like the Little Nicky episode. I can't believe
I
all
can't,
the
they have,
similarities.
I can't believe they haven't said that yet.
the franchise and the toys.
And then they hear it and they're like, okay, thank God. Thank God they were thinking the same thing.
It was so obvious.
Okay, opening weekend. How much do we think this made, Seth?
Why are you laughing? What is so
I'm thinking
funny?
about Lil Nicky. Mr. Beefy.
Mm.
You're gonna make Lucas mad. He's gonna have a heart attack from sheer rage just hearing about it.
This podcast has been pretty rage-inducing for me the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Not good for my blood pressure.
No. Or my quest for Cat from Outer Space to win an Oscar.
His quest for Camelot. Yeah, I
35
know.
years.
As always, next year, man. When we do 128 bracket.
That a 5-hour podcast.
Could you imagine? Am I going again?
Yeah, you're going first on everything today.
That's not fair, man. I want to see what Lucas guesses.
$55 million.
$113 million.
One of you guys is pretty close. It's $44.7 million.
Oh shit! I should have known.
Overall, U.S. and Canada, how much do we think it made?
Total?
Yep, together. Yep.
All together now, like the Andre 3000 song.
Pondering,
No.
buffering.
Yeah. 60 million. 64 million.
Okay.
$95 million.
Ooh.
113 million.
You're kidding.
No, it's 130.2.
I would have like done something drastic if that had been the truth.
130.2. So it ended up making another 86 million. And then worldwide, what do we think?
Oh, here it comes. I hear a profit coming. I think it's probably like $550 million.
We're talking
China.
worldwide,
Worldwide together,
like
yeah.
global.
Yeah, like total.
China.
500.
China, yeah, he said 550.
I'm gonna say 217.
Broke completely even.
Yeah, they just barely did.
605.4 million.
Oof.
So made
China.
almost 400 million.
loves
China.
Movies.
This
Shit.
and I put a little note here with the budget. This is the most expensive movie in the franchise, but the lowest grossing of them all.
But
That makes
still,
sense.
$400 million cashola straight in the
Though-
pocket, baby.
Though the film
That
grossed,
all goes right to Michael Bay.
though the film grossed over 600 million worldwide, it was considered a
ate it all.
box office failure. It was considered a box office failure and lost over $100 million for Paramount Pictures and Hasbro. So
How?
I don't know.
Do they not get the money from the worldwide?
I don't know.
I was gonna ask who
Did it
gets
get
that
lost?
money. Did it get lost?
It got lost.
They put it on a boat.
Yeah,
and
it sank.
Wow.
Don't look at me like we predict each other's mind. Of course, it was gonna sink as soon as I said boat.
Bugs. Yeah.
Damn it.
So yeah, big budget. I mean, still profit coming back, but maybe. Oh.
That was too high.
Santa Claus remake coming out on November 16th on Disney Plus.
Hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah, with Tim Allen reprising his role.
Is that true,
We might-
Dan?
He said, "Did you steal my treasure?
We might have to
Did you
do
just
that
marry me for my treasure, Dan?"
to do that episode. We might have to
'Cause
like, go
it's-
to the theaters and fucking watch that shit.
Because it's in the Santa Claus that we have to.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's a real go to the theaters.
That's
kind of
Santa
movie.
Claus.
Oh my god.
I think I propose that if any of our movies that we've done on the podcast ever makes it to theaters, we all have to go to theaters and watch it and then do the podcast about that next entry. Sort of like a, like we update the franchise with the podcast as it goes. So unfortunately, when this Transformers fucking sequel comes out, we got to go watch that.
I
In
was
theaters,
just gonna ask
yeah.
about that, yeah, because this new
When
rule you've
Cliff-
implemented is real shit.
We're
When
gonna.
Clifford
in this
Big Red
instance.
Ass comes back to theaters. We
Oh,
gotta see it.
no, there was a
yeah.
sequel. Oh no, there was a live action remake of Aladdin: Return of Jafar too.
We don't have to see that. It's gone. Wait, no. Oh no, you said Return to Jafar. They're doing it. You know,
I think
that's
it-
okay.
I think it'd just be good for the continuity.
No, we're gonna.
I agree. I think it's.
We're
a good
just gonna.
idea.
Oh
I
no,
just
we did
don't
a
wanna do
Star
it.
Wars too.
We also haven't done the other 11 Star Wars.
Yeah, we haven't. We only did one of them. So
So that one we can.
we better get on with
Got
the
it.
Star Wars.
Well, moratorium on the.
We'll
on the
figure it
rule.
out.
All of our next episodes are just gonna be the whole Fast and Furious, the whole Star Wars series, so that when the new ones come out,
I'm honestly gonna skip the episodes we're doing Fast and Furious. I don't want to do it.
just Tokyo
Me
Drift you
neither.
have to watch. It's a pretty
Is that
good
on the
one.
list?
No.
Thank
It's
God.
not.
Keep it off.
Okay. So those are our budgets. We're moving into taglines.
Ooh.
There's
Devon
4,
was here. Oh shit! I love it.
so we can fight.
All right. Numero 1.
Good Spanish.
Thank you. Thank you. Rethink your heroes.
Wow.
Bad.
Deep.
Deep and bad. Every legend hides a secret. Every fucking one of them.
Deep.
Gandhi slept with children.
Oh no.
Mother
Yep.
Teresa, abusive to children for some reason. I don't even know. She was just violent. I don't know to whom. And Frank died.
Yeah.
She did.
She tried to
all right.
keep it under secret, under wraps.
Good
She
secret.
died because of her secrets.
Yeah.
That's.
Yep.
That's a
That's
terrible take.
I feel like I should take that one back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rescind. Mulligan.
It's funny, but I take it back.
Yeah.
Third, There comes a moment when we are called upon to make a difference. Now that sounds like some Optimus Prime shit, which I
like
hate.
that one.
Ooh. Cringe.
Fail army.
Number 4th. Quattro. For one world to live, the other must die.
Okay.
Why are you pouting? Why is he sad?
He saw
made
a
that-
puppy.
He made that face so many times last night, and I tried not to laugh.
Okay, so we've got Rethink Your Heroes, Every Legend Hides a Secret, There Comes a Moment When We Are Called Upon to Make a Difference, For One World to Live, The Other Must Die. What is our favorite one?
3.
Number 4, my lord.
Good sneezes.
Bless
3, 4.
Bless him.
I'm gonna go 4. I like 3 the most as a tagline, but I think of the 3, it pertains to this movie in particular. Movie. The least, because this kind of seems like the theme of everyone. There comes a moment when we're all called upon to make a difference.
Yeah,
that
they
was
should
the
just
whole
recycle that tagline.
That was the whole first one and the second one.
Right.
That's
and-
Anthony Hopkins' deal.
Number 3 is the better tagline. I picked number 4 because it's just like a blatant spoiler on the poster.
Oh, it is,
Yeah.
and I love it.
No,
Yeah,
I think it's funny. But...
it is.
All right.
Number 4 it is. Number 4, my lord. Who's our winner?
Transfax.
Transfax.
What has it historically been
Cat's facts.
for Transformers?
Yeah,
Every one
We
of them?
Just say Cat's Facts?
I think maybe the
What
fourth episode, the fourth movie, we might have done something, but the first and second were definitely just Cat's facts because those were early on.
What about
We
like
could do.
the fact night or the last fact?
Ooh.
The fact night is better.
Yeah. We didn't even make our own tagline, man.
Oh shit! Own taglines.
Oh shit, you're right.
I'm over it. That's the tagline. I'm over it.
The
This movie
tagline
will
is just
transformer your heart.
Not
You
bad.
just say transform.
my tagline is just
Into a Chevy.
Quisennia is a baddie. Brought to you by Bud Light. TM.
Mine is what the fuck
Got a lot
is
of
going on?
She had a lot of arms and shit.
She did.
she's So
That a lot of arms get you going, Seth?
apparently,
Oh.
a lot of anything, man.
Just
Okay.
a sheer amount of arms.
Yeah, arms, legs,
Ooh.
shoulders.
Ugh.
That one, I like shoulders. That one's real.
Without an arm attached?
I don't know. I'm probably not looking. I'm ensconced.
She's
in
just
the
got like a shoulder
presence.
on her quad, and you're like, fuck, that's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think the fact night.
Fact night.
You can't say that, Brandon. It's
Fact night.
2022.
Marky Mark of the Facty Bunch.
Oh, that should have been it.
It can still be it.
Yeah, we're gonna change it now to Marky Mark and the Facty Bunch.
Okay.
First one is that
First, I have one about Marky Mark himself. He got in trouble
Oh.
as a teenage boy for assaulting and nearly killing a Vietnamese man just because he was Vietnamese.
I'm pretty sure you told this in the 4th episode.
That sounds so Mark Wahlberg, though.
Should be known.
That's awesome, man.
And Matthew Broderick killed a guy.
Sure
Matthew
did.
Broderick killed a guy?
Yeah.
It was
that
that
real?
same
Yeah.
Vietnamese man later on.
He finished the job that Mark Wahlberg started, smothering him in the hospital.
He did.
That's awesome, man.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Cross the center line to hit the hospital.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, shit.
First one is that Tyrese Gibson was set to return as Robert Epps, but he was unable to appear in this movie due to scheduling conflicts with The Fate of the Furious.
That guy can't catch a break, huh?
Or he's getting bags left and right.
Yeah, but his soul is dying.
Oh, for sure. Dying of thirst. Promise that you will sing
Good for
about me.
Tyrese.
Good. Yeah, good. We don't need to double down on this shit.
Yeah, put him in Indiana. They'll take care of him.
What is in Indiana?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh.
Ooh.
For all my basket heads
Hoop
out
heads.
there. Hoop heads.
I thought you said poop. For all my poop heads out
That's what
there.
it sounded like. I was trying to do a callback to Lucas and his kicking and screaming reference.
Yeah.
but Whatever.
Now you've just got a
He
poop
outdid
head
me
following,
again.
Yeah. Second one. The original cut of the movie was supposedly much longer,
Oh my
and
god.
roughly a whole hour's worth of footage was cut for the theatrical release. So it came in at about 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Rewatch? Director's cut, anybody?
No.
That's the
absurd.
rule. If we ever find out there's an hour longer director's cut, we have to watch it.
I think that's a fair rule. I think that's also the process of a lot of just movies in general. That the first cut they turn in is just an hour extra footage.
Yeah.
The problem was they need to keep going. Keep cutting.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like keep making more.
No.
It's like
They
Lucas.
can make as much as they want as long as they cut it appropriately.
If we're doing this thing where we have to watch all the extended things, 2001: A Space Odyssey had an extra 2,000 hours of footage.
Well, it's not a director's cut, though. That's just all the retakes and everything.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to watch every fail they did. This isn't
Fail Army.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
I like that suggestion, though.
Yeah. I just like... I think
But the director's vision.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or not the what is it called? The production company or whatever made the right choice in like studio, not company, made the right choice in like altering their vision a bit.
Yeah, they did, because 3 hours and 40 minutes is...
No, this case is definitely clear cut, but you know,
other ones, sure. Okay, next one is that executive producer and director Michael Bay is a noted dog lover, and he cast Freya, a British dog with epilepsy that many homes had rejected in this movie. Epilepsy, sorry. I put an S before. I knew I was going to come back to it. What was the dog in this movie? When was there a dog?
One time Anthony Hopkins was walking a dog.
Probably was it.
He was. So that was Freya that was rejected in many foster homes.
Awesome.
So he cast her in this movie so she could get that bag and buy herself an own home.
Why did Michael Bay just like take her?
I don't know.
He loves
He's
dogs
a noted
and
dog
shit.
lover.
Right busy.
Next one. Steve Buscemi voiced Day Trader in this movie. And Michael Bay had actually wanted Steve Buscemi to play Agent Simmons, our John Turturro Sector 7 character, in the original Transformers from 2007, but he was unavailable at the time. So they brought him back in the fifth movie for a very minor voice acting role.
He was hiding.
Kind of gave Big Lebowski vibes, did it not?
With John
Donnie,
Goodman?
Yeah, and John Goodman and Donnie. That's kind of what I wrote in my notes, that they reunited from Big Lebowski.
And it felt so good.
Ryu last nighted.
John Turturro's a fucking Big Lebowski too. He's Jesus.
He's Jesus?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta watch this movie. I don't know if Jesus was in it.
He's a...
I know you're...
Oh.
I know you're a big man of faith, and that really got you going.
Yeah, my man on the big screen.
You'd love the Big Lebowski. That's like a all-time great comedy.
I have wanted to watch it for a while. It does seem right up my alley.
Fucking hate the Beatles, man. The Eagles, man. Shit. Move along.
I hate the Beatles.
Move along.
Oh, like I know you should.
Next one. Blenheim Palace was decorated as a Nazi headquarters for the World War II scenes. This caused a lot of controversy among British war veterans who protested that the palace was the former residence of war hero Sir Winston Churchill and did not deserve such treatment of having his former house decorated as a Nazi base. Executive producer and director Michael Bay explained that this was a part of the movie and that it was needed. And Churchill's grandson, Sir Nicholas Selmas, lambasted the British press for sensationalizing a mere movie scene.
It is just a movie. Those confused old codgers thought that the Nazis were coming back.
It's so funny. Desecrating Winston Churchill's old residence because of Michael Bay. At his request.
But I also like that they were like, "Can you please take this down? This is really like defaming his name." And he's like, "No, like this. I need this in my movie. This has to be the place.
Yeah,
this is more important than
what a hill to die on."
Yeah.
Also, if you know that song,
it's a fictional movie.
Oh yeah, I don't care about it either.
No, I don't either.
I just think it's funny that it's obviously more important to the British people over there that it's ingrained in their history and all that. But it's just really funny that like the country would give in to Michael Bay in any regard.
Both of them are standing on their own hill for points that are so mute. But yeah.
Moot.
Yeah. Okay, next one. After the release of Transformers Age of Extinction, the fourth one from 2014, a writer's room was set up to plan a possible cinematic universe apart from the mainline films. Two of the ideas pitched involved the Arthurian myth and World War II. Executive producer and director Michael Bay liked them so much that he decided to incorporate both of them into the script for this movie instead of the cinematic universe. The studio intended to do what James Cameron and 20th Century Fox have been doing in planning 3 Avatar sequels and what Disney had done to revive Star Wars with sequels and spinoffs. Paramount wants to have their own cinematic universe for Transformers, similar to the MCU and the DC universe.
Oh, don't.
They kind of already got that going with Bumblebee.
They do.
I think it'd just be a lot of money to be made. Do like a Transformers Vietnam movie.
That would be awesome. Put in the 60s. Like, not just... It's not in Vietnam, it's the Vietnam War. And
Transformers at Woodstock.
Yeah.
They're helping the Vietnamese, though. The Viet Cong.
Oh,
Sure, the
shit.
Decepticons are, yeah.
The Decepticons are Vietnamese. It's canon. You can't take it back.
Ho Chi Minh is just fucking Megatron.
Viet Cong, Decepticon, you know.
Decepticon?
Wow, we could write this and pitch this.
We could. Were we in this writer's room?
Did we just become best friends?
Decepticon versus Godzilla.
That's too much. There's too much going. I'm being overstimulated.
Decepticons are fighting Godzilla in Vietnam, 1970.
It's Fortunate Son. The whole movie just playing in the background by Creedence Clearwater.
Of course.
In the
More stuff's there.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that.
Which scene is he on? Because he's probably like accidentally on one side, not knowing it.
Yeah, probably. And the whole time, it's just...
He's on Godzilla's side, of course. He's fighting the Decepticon.
The whole time, they just are smelling napalm in the morning, and...
Yeah.
I mean, simultaneously, Ham's over in Fallujah, just...
He's a little B-side, B-story.
He's 30 years early, but he's fighting the war already for us.
Sort of like a thematic thing. Yeah.
All right, I'm glad we went there.
Yeah, we got to move on. This is going to get fleshed out.
Next one. This movie screened in theaters for only 9 weeks, the shortest of any Transformer movie when compared to the first one,
COVID.
which was 18 weeks. This came out in 2017.
Yeah, I know.
The first one was 18 weeks. The second one was 16. The third and fourth were 15. And then this dropped to 9. So, next. Part of this movie was actually shot at Stonehenge. Executive producer and director Michael Bay requested to shoot an explosion on the location, but was denied.
Are you shitting me?
So he had a set of Stonehenge constructed to shoot the explosion instead.
That's so funny. They should just let him do it. How funny would it be?
Yes.
There's a parallel universe out there where Michael Bay got to blow up Stonehenge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One of them said yes. One of the aristocracy.
He was like, it's just
Gotta
like
ask.
it was
worth asking. What are they gonna do? Say no? That's the worst they could do.
They were like, "Where's this explosion gonna be?" He's like, "Oh, right in the middle."
Yeah, away from the rocks.
Hey NASA, can I actually crash the moon? Can I blow up the moon for this movie I'm doing here?
Sure.
I really need it for the shot.
It's gonna look great. I only do practical effects, and I need the moon to blow up in my movie.
I like to think that every Michael Bay movie with all these like Armageddon, he's just begging people. It's like, yeah, can I destroy the Empire State Building?
Can I destroy Earth? Potentially. We're gonna
Like
save the day in the end.
For the 4th time, you cannot blow up the moon.
Because Dark of the Moon, Armageddon, and this is just like every time he's like, I think it's gonna work this time.
He has to like star 6-7 NASA because they haven't blocked. He keeps calling.
Hello.
He's got different voices.
This is Mikhail Bay.
Filmmaker here. He says.
Hello.
Oh no, that Michael Bay fellow.
No, this isn't he. This is Mikhail Bay.
I don't care who you are. We would not blow up the moon for anybody. Stop asking.
Oh wait, you're Steven Spielberg. Hold on. Sorry. No. Okay.
every single the first time, a couple times you went and he was just pitching. Every time after that, he comes in like a trench coat, just like hoping that it was like they won't recognize me.
Michael Bay is 3 kids in a
It's,
trench coat.
it's 3 Michael Bays in a trench coat.
That's what I was thinking.
It's 18-foot tall trench coat man.
It keeps getting bigger. Michael Bay is unstoppable. His appetite cannot be
He'll
sated.
grow
Give him
until
the
he can
moon.
reach the moon. Yeah.
And he will
kill us
he will
all.
destroy the moon himself.
He's Groot.
The moon.
All right, what's the next fact? We're close to an hour here.
Yeah, we gotta get going. I promised I wasn't gonna do this
Thank
today.
God. At around 1 hour
I
and
make
12
that
minutes.
promise every fucking week, and I've let myself down every fucking week.
At around 1 hour and 12 minutes, the picture of Shia LaBeouf is Sam Witwicky's ebile profane picture from the first film in 2007.
It's a very funny picture of him.
It looked like almost like a mugshot.
I don't even know if I saw that.
You definitely did, because it's when Vivian and Cade go to meet Sir Anthony Hopkins, and he's telling them about their history, and he's like, Lone Witwicky, and then it shows over his picture.
Man, I've been disassociating pretty hard lately. I think I probably looked right at that picture and didn't even see it. You know,
So you thought it was your mom.
I thought it was my mom.
And my last one is awards today. Let's see. Golden Schmoes Award, nominee for Worst Movie of the Year.
Nice.
Golden Trailer Awards, nominated for Best Summer 2017 Blockbuster.
Nice.
It was nominated for Best Summer 2017 Blockbuster Deep Spot. I don't know what that means. It was nominated for Best Trailer Bite for a feature film. Let's see.
Best trailer?
Yeah. At the Motion Picture Sound Editor Awards, it was nominated for a Golden Reel for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing. Teen Choice Awards, winner of Best Fight, Bumblebee versus Nemesis Prime, nominated for Choice Movie Action, nominated for Choice Summer Movie, nominated for Choice Summer Movie Male Star, Mark Wahlberg, and nominated for Choice Summer Movie Star Female, Isabella Merced, who played Isabel.
These are all the teens' choices.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if they had like a good award every once in a while. Like a good nominee.
Yeah.
Best fight.
I don't know. Did
Like
the teens
some
even
Bruce Lee
see
shit.
Blade Runner 2049?
Was that in 2017?
Mhm.
Probably.
And
As
Arrival?
well as Arrival's 2016. This is Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania year as well. Those who know.
Oh.
Surf's Up 2.
Wave Mania.
That's my boss's favorite movie. He told me not to
Surf's Up
quote him
2?
on the podcast. He loves Surf's Up 2 and Rango are like 2 of his favorite movies. Like
Oh,
Rango
wow.
I get for sure, but Surf's Up 2 is, or not Surf's Up 2, Surf's Up is just like it's not a terrible movie, but like being
It's
one of your
the
favorite.
B- it's
He
the-
asked me not to quote him, so I'm not gonna
It's
say
the
anymore.
sister. It's the worst sister movie of Happy Feet, basically.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The tones are completely different in those.
One of my favorite film critics on his I think it was his 2010s year or decade in review list had Rango as like his 3rd favorite movie of the year of the decade.
I thought it was 9th, but still, it was in his
Maybe
top
something
10.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You love Rango.
I love Rango. It's like a cool homage to everything.
Rango.
Nice. And my last awards are Razzies. It was nominated for Worst Picture, did not win. Nominated for Worst Actor, Mark Wahlberg. Nominated for Worst Supporting Actor, Josh Duhamel. Nominated for Worst Supporting Actress, Laura Haddock. Nominated for Worst Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel. Nominated for Worst Director, and Michael Bay. Nominated for Worst Supporting Actor, and Sir Anthony Hopkins. Nominated for Worst Screenplay. Nominated for Worst Screen Combo. Any combination of any 2 humans, 2 robots, or 2 explosions in any scene. And it was the winner of the Razzie Awards, So Rotten That You Loved It.
Razzies,
Alright.
those scoundrels.
Fucking scoundrels.
Old hags.
And so with that, that's the end of our... What did we change it to?
The Marky Mark and the Facty Bunch.
That's right. So with that, we can get into the movie.
Movie.
Oh my god, is that who I think it is? It's 18-foot tall Nicole Kidman in a
In a
trench
trench
coat.
coat.
She's here for the moon.
The moon. Usually comes in there like, oh fuck, it's Michael Bay again.
Oh, she
ripped
grabbed
off
the
her trench coat.
moon. She
Her
threw it
claws
in my
are
eye.
fierce.
Pizza pie.
Oh,
Oh, it's amore. It's amore everywhere.
the land of the moon
What's
is
the? Oh, the
high.
humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
my
the
God.
amore. Because the moon got thrown at some guy's eye.
Like a big pizza pie. Nicole Kidman is a menace.
She's the fucking worst.
That's
She's
a
just throwing
menace.
pizza pies at people's eyes all over the place, and then she threw the moon at my eye.
Because I'm the apple of hers.
Yeah, I was.
She's like this ethereal fucking nether creature. Dude. What is she?
I
A
just
sort of
like the
creator
idea. That,
goddess.
I just like the idea that everybody thought it was Michael Bay at first, and then it turned into Nicole Kidman. They see
She's
this.
wearing a Michael Bay mask.
Yeah,
'Cause they make those.
Yeah, they see this 18-foot
That was
trench.
Michael Bay for Halloween last year.
They saw this 18-foot trench coat monster. Like, what is Michael Bay doing? And then
Get
she
outta here, man.
removes the mask.
A tentacle slips out.
She
of
gets
the
the
trench coat.
she gets the moon for real.
Oh man! All right. First note is that I really like the transition from the Paramount logo with the stars coming into the meteors. I thought it was actually pretty decent. Lucas kind of shaking his head.
It's I.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I thought.
And you open up in the Dark Ages, 1600 years ago. Horses just getting murdered by trebuchet catapults.
It's not even that dark, really.
It was pretty dark.
The sun was out.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
More
what defines
medieval
the Dark
dark.
Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There was no sun
Is
in
it-
the Dark Ages.
It's a very D-War setup.
Because it
Was
was
it-
stolen by Nicole Kidman.
D-War.
Dragon Wars.
Yeah. Dragon War.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the parallels are.
It's like an ancient medieval setup where this creature from modern times, it's the central focus of the movie, is shown like
Movie.
having an origin in like some ancient battle.
It reminds me of Transformers 2 when it opens up in like the prairie. Like they come over a cliff and then there's a giant like obelisk kind of like structure, and there's a bunch of like cavemen trying to kill saber-tooth tigers and shit, and then
Yeah. That reminds me of football.
just cuz.
Yeah, I mean, the unity of both teams, if you will, armies
Yeah.
I will.
clashing, and I will.
It reminds me of
I won't
Transformers.
think.
It reminds me of Transformers 4 with the dinosaur shit at the beginning. Like, really, it's
It's just
It's a
Transformers
Transformers
reminding you of
thing.
Transformers.
yeah. Horse gets murdered. I put why does every fucking Transformers movie have to start like 8,000 years ago? And I put who is fighting England right now because it looked like Vikings were. We put Vikings and Knights, so I put down Dalvin Cook versus Queen Elizabeth.
It's the Gauls, of course. You brute.
The who?
Who?
The Gauls.
The Gaul
The back
to attack England like that?
Exactly. It's
Okay.
just like the neighboring Germanic tribes, I believe, are the Gauls.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
And
You know more about history, and I think that's the answer to your question. Why they put things so far in the past? I'm like, A, it's just lazy storytelling, and B, it's a lot of times people don't have a great knowledge of ancient history. So you can go like 1600 years ago, there was this war in the middle of Britain that you don't have to know about.
Yeah.
People are like, okay,
sure,
yeah,
they did their
King
work.
Arthur was probably not even a real guy. I think they talk a little bit about that in the movie. Poking
They
fun
do,
at it,
because
but
that's what I put is why is Merlin the wizard and King Arthur storyline here, and
because he's always the wizard.
well, no, but like
why
why are
is
they
Merlin the wizard? Why can't it be King Arthur for once?
No, but like, why are they here? Like, these are like supposed to be fictional characters. Merlin's also just like talking like he is so drunk. Like he drinks so much liquor.
Brandon, I don't want to like burst your bubble here, but they were all fictional characters in that movie,
Even Michael Bay.
especially Michael Bay.
Whoa.
Shit, I'm blown away now.
He's only real in your nightmares.
I'm so upset about King Arthur and Merlin, but yeah, Kate Yeager, I let pass. So mad about Merlin, but Optimus Prime.
Oh, he's real.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the one.
definitely real. But so yeah, this whole
He's a senator.
storyline.
Yeah.
Senator
He
Prime.
writes our laws.
But yeah, like this old Knights of the Round Table storyline is here, and Merlin's talking with Transformers to give him a magical staff to help his army win the war and harness the power of a Transformers dragon, which he does. He gets the staff.
That's, I think, in the story, like King Arthur able to summon a dragon. They're saying in this telling of it, the dragon was really a transformer.
Yes,
That checks out.
it does.
I think it's funny that Transformer chose a dragon shape.
That's all they had back then.
Dragons?
Yep.
It's just a police car driving through all the calls.
It's the year 400. You're like,
We gotta get out of here. 12 showed up.
all of these knights are just like, it's not a fucking Lambo.
That'd be so funny.
So now 1600 years later, we just get like a scene of Optimus like frozen, rotting in space, like basically dead after he left to find his makers. Like, oh, okay, I guess he's dead. And the world has set up a new military force called TRF to kill Transformers because they're now all illegal on Earth, but new Transformers just keep showing up on Earth and like meteorites.
Happens at every Transformers movie again, where whatever goodwill the Transformers earned at the end of the last movie, they're just erased and now they're back to being hunted again.
Yeah, literally every time. It's like, oh god, we got to trust the Autobots here. They saved our lives. And then the next, it's like, these guys are fucking terrorists.
And it's like always Megatron. At the end of the movie, they're just like,
It's always
Megatron
there.
again? How does he keep deceiving us like that? It's always him. Just understand there's good ones and bad ones. It's so
We'll quit making
clear-cut.
deals with them.
Yeah,
That too, what the fuck?
they're always making deals with Megatron. Like, no, he's turned a corner this time.
Yeah. Did
But-
we ever find out, what TRF stood for?
No.
I never heard it.
Transformer Reduction Force? I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
That's pretty cool. Could just
I
be
don't know.
Transformer.
Nah.
But I like
Definitely not.
Transformer Reduction Force. So
I don't know.
everyone's hunting for Transformers, and some kids are trying to check out a Transformer crash site in like Heinz Field or something.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
of the last movie, I guess.
Yeah. And the Department of Homeland Security
The
is
Dark Knight
there.
Rises.
And they have now like it's not AT-ATs because those are the giant robot walking camels, but the other ones, the AT-ST.
ATVs?
No, not ATVs.
It's AT&T.
No.
Yes.
When you're here,
ATRT,
your
whatever they
family.
are. I'm gonna my family. I'm just gonna call them AT-ATs. They have these Star Wars-esque robots
Walkers.
with gun walker things, and
Yeah.
they're there to kill the kids and defend the site. And one of these kids apparently lives on the streets and is like super close to a Transformer named Canopy. She's trying to save him in this area.
That's- What a dumb Transformer. His whole
Canopy?
thing is Canopy. His whole thing is he's a tent. He hides under
Yeah.
a tent.
I
That's
didn't
a
know that
steal?
was.
We didn't know his name was Canopy
I didn't know. I thought she was just saying that he was using the rock
as a
his-
Canopy.
as a
That's
canopy.
his
Yeah.
deal.
That's his ass name.
He was canopying.
That was his whole character.
That's fucking awesome.
He's like a hermit crab, basically. That was his shell. He was just hiding. He was
Optimus
just,
Prime would eat him alive.
he was just a little guy trying to find his way
Shitty-
back home.
Very shitty Transformer.
But yeah, that's apparently part of her family. And
Someone you
Canopy gets blasted by a carrier missile and dies. And as the AT-ATs close in, Cade Yeager shows up to save all the kids in his truck with Bumblebee as well. They start blasting the AT-ATs. And Cade breaks into one of these alien ships and tries to perform surgery on like a dying Transformer in there. But to no luck.
Did he die?
That Transformer, the night one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw him. Like, maybe I was disassociating again, but
He-
I never saw him die.
He
for
bled
real.
out and his eyes turned off. So,
They did.
yeah.
Oh no, that's how robots die.
But the Transformer tries to give him some form of medallion as he dies.
Yeah, talisman of sorts.
A talisman?
Have you never heard that
I've
word?
never heard the word.
That's what
It's
they
today
said
that-
all over the movie.
How old are you? Is this your first day on Earth?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
This is in every role-playing game on Earth. They have
Yeah, for real.
talismans.
Talisman is such a not like the most common word ever, but it's common enough that a smart guy like you should understand
The talisman
meaning.
devil.
That's Tasmanian.
Tune.
I like to think that talisman is one of the most commonly used words. It's like the
Yeah, it's an
For-
article.
and talisman.
Wow.
ostensibly
Yeah, the big
the
five.
big five. The and for talisman and ostensibly.
I use those a lot more than the average person, I'd
I
say.
do think we
Sure.
do.
Ostensibly.
But yeah, so this talisman, he denies it as he dies, but it looks like the little emblem from the staff from the Dark Ages that was on Merlin's staff.
The thing he was carrying.
Yeah, could be like a little magic.
Merlin's staff.
But the feds show up.
They do show up, and they do be packing.
I was gonna say they do be showing up.
There's one that's
They
like
do
a
be without
police.
a paddle.
They have like a police brutality transformer. Like that's his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Right away, Brandon's like, "Is that Barricade?" It's like, of course the
Derek
the
Chauvin.
cop one is a Decepticon. It's oh my god.
I pointed out that Barricade died in the third movie, so he's just back.
So he didn't die.
I watched him get sliced in half by Sideswipe.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
No.
he was literally cut down the middle. But he's back.
Nope.
Mark Wahlberg's a good robot surgeon.
Yeah, they probably do.
Best in the business.
Also, the talisman just grew legs and walked away.
Yeah.
Into Cade's truck.
Yep.
And he's getting cornered by Homeland Security. But Bumblebee comes to the rescue with like this new method that I've never seen before, where he like pretends to break apart into a bunch of little pieces, and then
sneak attack, gets him with his tongue and everything, and then he reassembles.
yeah, he reassemble.
I put
His
a pretty
tongue.
good action scene. This was.
Oh, I did too. I put that
This is the
he
best
he,
one.
he
probably.
wheeled 4 guys in the
He
head.
wheeled so many guys.
Every time I was like, oh shit, he got another one.
A third?
Yeah,
It's absurd, but yeah.
it's
It is.
I'm
absurd.
already getting to the point here. The movie hasn't been going for very long, where I'm already like sick of the action, and I'm just they're about to like do backflips off of buildings as they shoot robots and stuff, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. You've wasted it.
Yeah, but
10 minutes in, we've done it.
it does get
Coolest action
old
shit.
immediately somehow. And or if it's just that bad, or both.
I don't know. All the
Probably
shots
both.
are so
Probably
close and always so slow mode that like,
There's so much slow mo.
and they're always just so close.
gun.
I know. We talked about that was OP.
Yeah,
He should have
Sure
been
was.
using that more.
he should have.
But
What the fuck?
anyway, Josh Duhamel stops Bumblebee from killing everyone. He's a part of TRF. But Cade and the Autobot crew escape free, and Barricade is back and working with Megatron, and they're searching for the medallion.
The
Talisman.
Yes.
The Californians.
The Californians. And Optimus apparently isn't dead from that scene that we saw earlier, but he sticks the landing on fucking Cybertron.
Cybertron was not a thing I was privy to.
What?
I wasn't either. I was trying to think of what Cybertron was.
It's their home planet.
Yeah, no, I know. It just took me a little longer than it should have. Yeah, he stuck the landing.
Because I was talking about all
King
these...
Arthur style.
He did, yeah, very King Arthur style. All the other like Transformers, they land on Earth in like spaceships, but they die from the crash landing. He
Yeah.
lands with his body, but
He's going the other
sticks
way.
it.
Yeah, Earth is the dangerous one.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, all the grass and sand and water that you could land in.
He,
really harmful.
Not
Yeah,
like
compared to
Cybertron
metal,
with just the
sharp
metal.
metal.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny how Optimus is like his lifelong celestial journeys to meet like his maker and like ostensibly the creator of the universe, and he's like, I'm here to meet my creator, and she's like, it's me, I'm your creator. There's like
That was
his next
little
note.
to no mystery involved.
That was my note that I put here. Is he sticks the landing on Cybertron and immediately, without hesitation, promptly, ostensibly, completes his mission of finding the God Creator, who is a hot goddess robot named Quintessa, the prime of life.
I feel like this movie's so. Sorry, go ahead.
She's not that hot.
Just hot enough for
It had a lot of shoulders.
She was silver.
Oof, my favorite color on a robot woman.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say skin color. I was like, you can't say that.
No, I can. It's silver. It doesn't matter. But sorry, before I defend my racism, I was gonna say that this movie was so simplistic. I feel like we're all gonna have the same opinions and thoughts and like references about everything. Like every time I wrote a quote down, I was like, I feel like Lucas probably has this written down right now. This seems like something he's write down just because it was all so straightforward and everything that stuck out like that. I was like, we all probably have this.
Yeah. Well, he finds his creator. She tells Optimus that he will obey her orders and put an end to the war. And Cade, driving away, finds our little spider in his vehicle.
Talisman spider.
It's like, I thought it was just a rock, but it's just living, basically.
Yeah, it's like a transformer.
It's a sentient being.
Sorry, I almost spoiled the whole thing.
It transforms.
Shit, they transform in this movie? How could you break that to me?
I'm sorry, listeners.
I'm sorry, Talisman.
This goes out to all my Talisman homies.
The
formal apology.
But yeah, he finds it in there. And Sir Anthony Hopkins shows up in this movie with C-3PO. And they say that they found what they've been searching for 1,600 years.
We also briefly got introduced to a brand new character of a lady playing polo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big slow-mo polo action.
Yeah.
Why is water polo called that? It has very little relation to the actual game of polo, in my opinion.
I don't think there's any resemblance except for
ball and net, but that is not like a defining characteristic of polo.
That is
That's
also
similar to a lot of
soccer and
sports.
basketball. Yeah.
Is this one of those things where everything's kind of polo? Like cereal's technically a soup, but you shouldn't say that?
It was cake all along.
That was this whole movie. My only note about this scene with the polo was that they shot it the same way the war was shot in the very beginning.
There was such heavy metal action music.
It was like the same, like you take away a lot of the sound except for the clinking. Yeah, it's hilarious. I thought it was super funny. Like, why would they? It's polo, and she fell off a horse. Like it's not an actual dragon eating Vikings or whatever.
Well, this polo girl is an Oxford Museum curator, professor, philosophy doctor, and she's giving a tour about dragons and Merlin and King Arthur, saying it's all probably just fables. And in the background is Sir Anthony Hopkins, kind of like watching secretively. And we're back on Cybertron. We learn that Quintessa created that staff to create the universe or whatever.
Merlin's staff.
12 knights stole it and brought it to Earth and gave it to the humans, which is why Cybertron is dying. So she's going to make Optimus go to Earth and bring it back to her.
12 knights, like the 12 disciples.
Like the 12 Knights of the Round Table.
Like Shmeek.
Like the 12 Days of Christmas.
Like 12 Days of Summer.
No.
It's too many days of Christmas. 12.
That's too many.
I don't even like Christmas.
It's one day.
Me neither.
Christmas
I rejected
should be 4
the
hours.
long ago.
Yeah, same. I was like 6, I think.
As you should.
That was about right for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. It's tough when you're 6 and you're like, oh, there's no God. All right. But what?
It never clicked. Yeah.
What's the point?
I might have told the story in the podcast, but I was at like Bible camp or whatever when I was like 6 or 7, and they're like, Noah, when he had his ark, all the animals came to it, and I was like, even the American bison, and they were like, yes, and I was like, how? And they're like, God did it magic, and right from then I was like, I'm out. Y'all can take it.
Yeah.
Shove it up your fucking asses. You're not going to be less than this guy.
I had similar things just hearing the stories like that, because I used to go to the VBSs in the summers, and I even went when I wasn't a believer if you will.
Believer!
Yeah. But I would go with my sisters because, they still really enjoyed it. And there were some nice things we do. Like there was a crafting session where you made a stuffed bear and you had the choice to either keep it or send it to Mexico for like a toy for a kid to play.
That's Build-A-Bear, but okay, go on.
No, it's not that. It was in the church, you bitch.
Weird flex, but okay.
That is a weird flex. But yeah, I was the only one that sent it away. My sisters were like, we want to help the less fortunate, but this bear is fucking awesome. So they just kept it anyway.
Build a church workshop.
But yeah, about the same timeline. Weird goofy shit like the Ark.
Lucas, I love that American bison is what convinced you that God isn't real. Like, but that's not possible. The bison?
American
How'd they get to
bison.
Israel?
The most. Yeah, they're American.
They flew there.
The most sacrilegious animal, the American bison.
Yeah, if you're telling a 6-year-old that the bison flew across the ocean to be with Noah, then you're just losing a follower. We're smarter than that.
Yeah, unsubscribed from God a long time ago.
The Godcast. Thanks.
Took me a sec, but it's good.
Okay, we're back into the movie.
And we're back.
So Kate is at a junkyard where all the Autobots hang out. Apparently,
Being racist.
being very racist. Apparently, this is where Homeland Security can't find them because they're amidst all the other cars or whatnot. I don't know. But Day Trader shows up and gives them a gun, Starscream's head, and a voice box for Bumblebee when he sees the Tesselman.
The what?
The Tesselman?
The what?
I don't know what it's called.
The girl?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
The
What are
talisman?
you talking?
Talisman.
The talisman. The Tesselman?
This is the worst running joke you've ever had. I know you know what a
I
talisman
literally
is.
Bad
You've
bit.
known for years.
I don't know what it is.
No, you're not going to get me with this one. I
That-
always
why
get
do you
God
think I-
once an episode.
Why do you think I asked you so many times during the episode and you're like, oh, it's the
It's
talisman.
the long
I was like,
con.
what?
I know you.
I literally have no clue what a talisman
I'm being gaslit.
How
This
do
is
I
for-
spell
I
talisman?
corrected him on gaslighting earlier, and now he's gaslighting me as
silly.
revenge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, the Tesla.
The Tesselman,
Tesselman.
the Tesseract, he sees it, Day Trader,
He's pranking us.
and he's like
definitely being pranked right now.
telling
It's
him
fucking ridiculous.
how important this thing is if it's real. He's like, there's no way it's real, whatever. And Isabella, our little Hispanic girl that was at the site that
You can't just call her that, right?
I am too. I'm a
Nina.
little Hispanic girl.
It'd be La Nina, but yes.
She is the
Does
one
that
who
sound
plays.
worse?
She's the one who plays Dora in the live action movie.
Isabella.
Are you gaslighting me again,
No, I'm not.
bitch?
Tesselman.
Yeah,
Dave
but she's
Tesselman.
the La Nina is basically going to Marky Mark, and she's like, "Please let me live here with your robots." And he says, "You can't. You're a little girl." And she says, "I don't have a home. I want to be with the robots." And then Marky Mark sort of just kicks back in his trailer with a Bud Light and starts watching some cable television.
He was
like
he was
F1
watching
racing or
F1
some
racing
shit.
for sure. And he's like, "You're not gonna help me out in here." She's like, "I know Autobots," and he's like, "How would you stop a bleeding Autobot from a M40 blast?"
Yeah,
And
the cross incline and all that
so
shit.
she impresses him. So he may be keeping her around, but somewhere in the Sahara Desert, a giant metal horn is coming out of the sand. Supposedly, 6 horns in 6 different places are emerging, and both Sir Anthony Hopkins and Tony Hale know this means Cybertron is coming here, and they will all be dead in 3 days' time.
Is he playing the same role as the last movie?
Are we talking about Clifford?
No, not Clifford. Never Clifford.
Who is in the last movie?
In the
What's
last
the last?
Transformers movie, wasn't he the main guy?
Mark
that was
Wahlberg?
Clifford. I was confusing Clifford and Transformers 4.
How? I was about to say, is he gaslighting us right now? The talisman over here?
Because we went over it earlier, how we're.
Yeah, you asked that question.
He was an
already.
engineer in both of them, and you and I had understood that he was talking about Clifford,
Yes.
or we thought that we did, but Lucas didn't understand that he was talking about Clifford. That's
oh
so
my
funny.
goodness, that's so funny. So,
I
yeah,
am Clifford. Always
they,
Clifford.
I is
Plot
Clifford.
twist.
So
I love
Megatron is making a deal with an army to assemble a crew in a Suicide Squad style.
Yeah, he's
This is-
doing a heist.
This is actually funny.
It was so
That's
funny.
So funny. Mohawk.
It gave me also like Badlander vibes,
Was that like a game?
or not Badlander.
Borderlands?
Borderlands is what I meant to
Mm.
say. Borderlands.
Never
vibes.
played it, but I know exactly what you're talking
They're
about.
making
I
a
guess.
movie about it
Movie.
where Kevin Hart plays the little robot.
Can we like?
Philly's finest. Can we get him in more movies? You're right, Seth.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for finishing that sentence for me.
We knew.
I just want somebody who feels the same way that I do about Kevin Hart, The Rock.
Shout
them
out Kevin
mutual
Hart,
movies.
a nominee
Shout
for
out.
Best Use of Midget. at the Mookie
Shout out
Awards.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Good nominee.
Shout out Rat Boy.
The Mookie Awards. Shout out Rat Boy again. The like Mookie Betts.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
That's what he's saying, right?
Yep, now I gotta
Mookie.
change it.
Why does Mookie sound like a slur?
So he gets Mohawk, Onslaught, and Nitro Seuss in this agreement with. They're all in like Transformers prison or whatever, but 2 guys were denied being in the crew. I remember one of them was Berserker, and everybody's like, "Yeah, no."
The one that's tied up and like put in the hole.
Foaming from the mouth.
Yeah, a robot foaming from the mouth is not allowed out of jail.
His name was Berserker. Okay.
Yeah.
But Megatron just wants to kill all the Autobots, get the talisman, and go home. And Cade and Isabella bond over like his daughter and family while fixing Bumblebee's voice box, but it isn't the right box. It sounds like Siri. I laughed so hard.
Cortana.
Alexa.
But they gotta be on the move.
Goo
The
goo.
police and the Autobots, or the Decepticons, whatever the fucking bad robots are, they all show up. Alarms are off.
Autobots, get out of there.
And
But-
brand name cars.
But brand name cars.
They do be rolling out.
Bumblebee unfortunately had a tracking device on the spoiler, so
He
after they
did?
get out of there, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was
After they
on
get
the
out of there.
sword that Day Trader gave him.
No. It was
What a
on
great
his.
name for a robot.
It was on his spoiler. Somebody
Better than
they
Canopy.
flicked it on him when
Marginally, but yeah.
they flicked it on him when he helped Cade get out of the area after he did the Bumblebee did the disassembling trick and whatnot.
After he disassociated.
So
Sorry,
they
that's what I
flicked
was
it.
just
They
doing.
flicked it on him. So they come to like some abandoned city or whatever, and now we finally get like a giant Transformers battle in an abandoned city, and the Autobots just destroyed the Suicide Squad pretty quickly, but now have to worry about TRF drones with Gatling guns as well. And it's like, I get it, humans against Transformers yet again. Just give me more than 15 seconds of Transformer on Transformer action, because they finished the Suicide Squad so fast.
Yeah.
Give me more Kevin Hart. The
We
girl
lost
also.
him.
Oh, the girl also at one point said, "There's always a drone mother in charge," and I didn't know that was common fact with drones or drone
Yeah,
strategy.
drone mother.
Well, and I think the funny thing is they took it out like right away, and you'd assume that's the brain of the hive mind. But they took it out, and then the rest of them were still just fine, like they're on
Still
autopilot.
droning.
Yeah, they didn't really need a
No, not at
mom.
all.
They didn't need a mother figure in their life to be drones.
No, they didn't. They were on their search for their creator too.
Yeah.
But this talisman just attaches itself to Cade during all of this, just right on his arm. And as they're escaping the drones, Cogman, which is our C-3PO character that works for Sir Anthony Hopkins, stops them in an elevator to bring Cade to England because they need the medallion.
It's the best character.
But they can't without Cade,
I just can't with him.
they can't with Cade because it has chosen him. He's the chosen one.
Chosen.
Nice. And John Turturro, our Sector 7 callback guy, very minor. He's in like Cuba or something.
That's the last place where Transformers are allowed to be free.
He's Guantanamo Bay.
No, just in Castro's Cuba.
This is what Che Guevara fought for. Robot lives.
Robot freedom.
Robot freedom.
Marina's
Not
at
just their
such a
lives.
sad part in 50-50 right now. I can hear the music.
Is it Yellow Bed Letter?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's crying right out there right now.
On the freeway. Brandon, should you hand me a beer?
Yeah, I'll hand you a beer. So he calls to let Sir Anthony Hopkins know that he has a book to tell him how all this ends.
Thanks, boss.
But that's about it. Quintessa just breaks the news that Earth is Unicron. Do you know who Unicron was?
Nope, meaningless to me.
In the Transformers series, he is a planet Transformer. Like, he's that big.
What?
Oh, stupid.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
He transforms into a planet and moves
Oh.
across the universe.
I hate
Quintessa
that.
also is successful in brainwashing Optimus, which I'm sure is going to
Yes.
last the whole movie. He's really going to be evil the whole time.
She
Yeah,
turns
the
him
sequels are gonna be great.
into Nemesis Prime, which Seth had a good question here.
I had a problem with that question.
If she's turning him into Nemesis Prime, does she know that she is the evil one here, like doing the wrong things?
I think she's. Sorry, I was yawning there. I I think she's just trying to do the opposite of Optimus and go in Nemesis, which is sort of the opposite of Optimus.
Pessimist Prime.
That's what I said. Yeah. Well, it's just dumb because from her perspective, she should be like, saving her own planet and like. Although it's a catastrophe for Earth, like that's not her problem. It's like a lower species to her, absorbing all that or coinciding with it. But instead, she's like Nemesis Prime. Like she knows she's being evil instead of like, I don't know,
bad writing,
Creator Prime.
Yeah,
Creation
it's so bad.
Prime,
So,
Fusion Prime.
my next note is, who is this girl's dad? This is our
Amazon Prime.
Vivian character. And is it the Sir Anthony Hopkins character? Because she's just like wandering aimlessly in her house, like looking for things. And there's this backstory. And we're just like, who is this?
Bring, you're not going to laugh at that?
What?
Amazon Prime? Whatever, move on. I'm mad.
Oh, well,
It's
I
a
had
robot.
I had my earphones off for a second because I was scratching my ear. So I must have missed
a banger from Lucas.
Amazon Prime. I get it now. But so like, who is her family? So she gets into a Transformer car that she thinks is hers. Now she's being taken away by Hot Rod, who I told Seth was like the main sidekick to Optimus in the old series, who just shapeshifts into a Lambo. And we're over an hour into the movie, and I still don't know who she is or who the Sir Anthony Hopkins characters are. 1 hour in. 1 hour and like 10 minutes. Well,
We have
We're
characters
trying to
we
be.
still have yet to meet.
Ted Cruz.
And then Cade is just flying a military stealth bomber to England.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he's going
what?
to meet
I was pissed.
he's going to meet Sir Anthony Hopkins, but he takes and flies.
He flies a
stealth
stealth
bomber?
bomber over the cliffs of Dover. Was he established as a pilot in the previous
No.
movie? What the
That's
fuck is he
sick.
doing? Who is? Because I was like, maybe it's a transformer and it's like an ally, but he gets out and it just stays a plane. Like
Yeah.
he just flew, I guess, a stealth bomber over the cliffs of Dover.
They probably cut out 20 minutes of him training for that.
Good.
Good.
And so he lands, and
Extra
Good.
hour was training montages.
That's
he
top.
lands and he starts talking to Sir Anthony Hopkins. And both Seth and I looked at each other because we tried to watch this with subtitles on Paramount Plus, but the subtitles are like 1 inch tall and in
They're
black.
in black. They're hidden in the background the entire.
And so
If
Sir-
someone's wearing a shirt, we're fucked.
Sir Anthony Hopkins walks up. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna come," and we're like, "What the fuck did he just say to Kate?"
It was like
That's
60
acting.
seconds of solid dialogue we could not
It was
understand.
just like, "No, we're robot dementia."
That was it. He's one take Jake.
And we're like, okay, so somebody has robot dementia, but apparently our Vivian character, her and Cade are visiting Sir Anthony Hopkins. She is the last surviving member of the Witwicky Order. Sam Witwicky,
is.
our Shia LaBeouf character. No, she is.
Yeah, she's the daughter of the last surviving, who was
But she
the last
wasn't
surviving
one
one.
herself.
No, she's just related. I
Yes,
guess?
she is the last.
I thought he was the last one alive.
No,
No,
she is because Merlin was a Witwicky.
Mark Wahlberg's just like a guy.
Yeah.
No. Anthony Hopkins was the last one alive.
No, it was her.
But that's a
He
good
was a
question.
member. She didn't do
He was
the shit.
he was a member. He was
That
the
was
last
his
one
thing.
living. But I think was he just like a janitor of the Witwickies? He was like their custodian.
So
of
he was
records?
the last of the Witwicky Order.
Yeah, he was like a collector.
Yeah,
She is a descendant of.
of somebody who was in the order with him. What the hell?
She is the daughter, a descendant of Merlin,
Mhm.
and Kate is just the chosen knight.
Spoiler.
That's fine. We don't give a shit.
Is he? Yeah, he kind of is.
Okay, so
Why was Cade the chosen knight?
I don't know.
Because he's Mark fucking Wahlberg. dude.
Also-
he tried to kill a Vietnamese guy.
Also,
My guy.
she threatened to
Battle for the
seduce
Patriot.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, because she was just horny the whole movie.
She was so horny this whole movie.
That was her biggest character trait.
And Sir Anthony Hopkins is telling them all about the most important people in history have been linked with Transformers. There was Hitler, Stephen Hawking, and Winston Churchill, and George Washington, and all these people. And I pointed out to Seth, I was like, look at all these photos of past relics of like Transformers working with people.
Yeah,
See if you can
spot this Transformer.
See if you can spot the Transformers in the photos. And it's just like a lineup of like Marines standing in a line and then just one Transformer on the end.
Like giving a
Yeah.
thumbs up. Yeah,
Hey.
this is war, baby.
Hey.
It's basically the Illuminati, but in Transformers.
It really
Is
is.
the plot point.
Yeah.
I was thinking that all the pictures were like the Chinese like international team for basketball, where it's like they're all like 5'10", and then there's just Yao Ming on the end at 7'6".
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm really laughing. Hey, this is war. Big ass robot.
Illuminati, baby.
Like, he literally back then they did not have the technology to take out a robot. He can't die. He's just
No.
like this is a sport for him.
Killing
He's like
hundreds of
keeping
thousands
He's
of
killing for
Japanese
fun.
people.
So, yeah.
They didn't drop bombs. They just dropped Transformers who single-handedly murdered every Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
So they drop Optimus, a second Optimus Prime.
Oh, I
like, can't keep making the same joke, man.
I'm surprised that we've made it this far, but I was going to try and lay some ground rules because it is 9/11, and I know it's a day that we all like to make a lot of jokes about. So I was going to say like one joke, 9/11 joke per person.
Yeah.
Just
That
I mean,
one's-
it is funny. We all can admit that, but
That was my one because I was feeling the same way. It's like this is the one day we should make a ton of jokes about it, even though it's probably the most like inclined we're gonna be today. No, I'm with you. That'll be my one.
Okay, we're still good for one, Brandon.
Move.
You can also transform to Seth if you'd like.
Okay. Well, it's funny because I was gonna drop Optimus Prime on the Nagasaki, and I was just like, no, that's too insensitive.
So you went with the American tragedy that is today?
There's something wrong with me, man. I'm sorry. Like I'm actually deeply.
Something right with you.
That can't be right.
Yeah, like we're saying, like one war machine and like literally, sorry, the Dark Ages. Like, what are they gonna do to him?
Nothing.
Hit him with
There's nothing
trebuchets?
he can do. Yeah.
They flung a rock at him. Cool.
Oops.
Now watch out for my laser blaster cannon. Yeah.
I think I know who
It's
wins.
an F-150.
So, after all that, you get flashbacks of World War II actions with Transformers now and like Bumblebee. And so we start to learn that King Arthur and the 12 Knights of the Round Table were accompanied by 12 Knights of Transformers to keep the talisman, the Tesselman, hidden
The
forever.
staff.
And that eventually the staff would be given to the last Knight of the Round Table. Or the talisman was going to be given to the last Knight of the Round Table. And Cogman, who is the C-3PO person, while he's telling these stories and what Cogman is going nuts on the organ.
Oh,
That's pretty funny. And then he's like,
He was
doing,
great.
like, orchestral background to make the moment more epic.
Literally
Yeah.
just slamming on it, and he's
It's
singing
pretty
opera
fun.
and shit.
yeah, because while he's telling the story, it's that intense music, and then you realize he's been the one playing it. Like,
Yeah.
the whole story, the whole 3
It
minutes
was
of listening
super
to this
fun.
shit. That's
And
awesome.
yeah, so now Vivian, like we said, told she's the last living descendant of Merlin, and there's a new goal for the movie. Basically, this is where we're going: find the staff that's been buried 1,600 years ago with Merlin's body, with the help of Cade, and have Vivian control it because only a direct descendant of Merlin can use it.
I know here is you're a wizard lady.
I'm a what?
Oh, that.
So super simple. We just have to find a 1,600-year-old staff on Earth
Yeah,
that's buried.
can't be that hard. There's only so much dirt.
So Kate and Vivian are tearing apart her dad's office. And all the old ladies that Vivian, like her mom and all of her friends, really just want Vivian to get laid. And they hear her tearing apart the office and whatnot, like yelling. They were getting steamy listening.
Yeah. One of them had their hand down their pants the whole scene.
No
Probably.
fucking. Oh. You were disassociated. You just assumed.
They did. I'm just picturing things.
I was gonna say immediately after this, we get probably 60 seconds of the best acting in the movie when Turturro's going nuts on the phone in Cuba.
Probably, yeah. Screaming at Sir Anthony Hopkins to find a book with the history of Transformers in this gigantic library. And he knows that the Earth is Unicron and tearing apart Cybertron because the Unicron and Cybertron are in a battle or something. And the horns are arranged in a circle from the Pangea days. And the center of this circle, Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is at the center of the circle, all right.
Good Sturkle.
Fuck you guys.
Did I do that?
So many no's. Now, why would he do that?
Sturkle.
Now, why doesn't he know what a talisman is?
I don't.
Whatever,
I really
man.
don't.
I'm over it.
And
Move on.
so after they figure out it's Stonehenge, so now we have a giant TRF and Sir Anthony Hopkins chase scenes. We're 90 minutes in. We've only had one Transformer fight scene. And after these chase scenes, they're all in a submarine, which is a Transformer. And
It's
Sir
also
Anthony
a
Hopkins.
museum.
It is also a museum. And Sir Anthony Hopkins has to leave. I know you're thinking about it. Your quote.
Am I?
Yeah, that's what I thought you're thinking about.
I was just thinking about a museum that's underwater.
Oh, it's a really hard trek to get to.
Yeah.
But
It's not worth it.
they're in this Transformer
A really hard
submarine
trek.
museum.
Yeah. Can't really walk to it.
Unless
You
we
go
bring the trees back.
What?
I don't know. But please
Unless
move
you
away
go
from me.
below the marine. Sub, perhaps.
So Sir Anthony Hopkins has to leave them because he's not knighthood material. And they're going to use the submarine to find the staff. And you get like a lot of submarine on submarine action.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. In the Night movie.
Yeah.
Cade
A lot of stuff.
Cade and Cogman are kind of like feuding with each other deep in the bowels too. It's kind of funny. They're both going crazy and like, leave me alone, you little weirdo.
Cogman was the saving grace of this movie.
Oh, he was the best character.
Far and away.
And yeah, they're just screaming at each other. They're trying to avoid TRF. They like ram another submarine. That was pretty metal.
Yeah,
A lot of metal.
And Vivian wants to fuck Cade so bad in this submarine. Like she sees his abs and whatnot and the little talisman going all over his body. And it goes like down his pants. And she's like, is it tight down there? He's like, maybe a little bit.
She's like, is it grabbing or squeezing in a tight way or anything? I don't know. And it's funny because she's like kind of flirting in a nervous way, and he just looks clearly confused the entire time.
He's like, I don't know, is it squeezing?
I guess it's like a safety matter.
Is it cutting off your circulation?
He doesn't know.
But Cogman set up a whole like romantic dinner for them. Caught 2 fish, beat them around, made some
Cogman set up
sushi.
dinner for other people.
Yeah.
More like cuck man.
Oh.
It popped in my head. I had to say it.
He sets up dinner. I literally have no idea what's going on in the ocean with this like mysterious sunken ship that no one's ever seen. It was not set up for me to learn what they were doing down there. But
canoodling.
I put, okay, so Cybertron has just destroyed the moon, and people are now just noticing another planet in the sky. Like the whole
like
goddamn moon.
It's kind of like his old movie Armageddon.
Or Megadon.
It is.
Shit's getting blown up, especially the moon. Didn't they lose
Also,
the moon in Armageddon?
No.
No?
No.
Moon is fine.
They slingshot it around the moon.
To get
hit
to
the
the
moon.
asteroid.
No. They did not.
Goodbye, moon.
Moon.
Good
night, moon.
But yeah, the moon's just
Forever.
like gone now, basically. Like their tides are fucked up. They should all be dead if the moon is gone.
You can't say goodnight to the moon.
Good morning to the moon.
You have to say goodnight to the sun because that's the one that's leaving.
But everyone is in this sunken ship, and in there is Merlin's buried corpse. Underneath
Sure
a
is.
magical door of the round table that can only be opened when Vivian touches the floor. So it's like, okay, cool. It opens up. Cade's pissed that they opened up his tomb, and inside is just his rotting corpse and a stick. I was like, isn't that stick the staff? Do they not know what a staff is?
It didn't look like the staff in the legends, but they wouldn't know that either.
They wouldn't know what it looked like.
No.
He was kind of funny. He's like, "This is just a stupid stick." Throws it
It's-
away.
The very stat. And you know, like, she's the chosen one at this point, too. They've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even, like, let her see it. He just grabs it himself and then throws it
You
immediately.
don't even want to see this bullshit.
It's not worth it. It's going to upset you.
You see this? You see this staff-like stick? Fuck
Well,
it.
plus her like dead grandpa was right there too. She's getting emotional.
Literally rotting.
Do they have to bury the staff with him?
Yeah.
Because it was... What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he climbs on one of the bodies of like the knights or whatever, and it is a transformer that wakes up trying to protect the staff from being stolen. And you get this crazy ass slow mo sword dodging scene by Cade that we rewound and watched 3 times. Don't you remember that?
Oh my god.
The knight took the 2 swords and slammed it down, and he like juke sideways to dodge the swords.
It's supposed to be like this really cool action scene, but it's really just a guy standing still really well in slow
This is
motion.
poor aim,
That's-
poor dexterity.
That's the thing with like all these fight scenes, which are done like ostensibly all over on giant green screens with CGI. So I always like picture the actors just like standing there as like everything falls, and you're just supposed to be scared, or like the couple of people who have to like jog in the background away from everything.
Yeah,
Must be
it's like
surreal
that.
Experience.
It's like, have you seen? I think it's a pretty popular video anymore, but that kind of leaked behind the scenes footage of it was either Supergirl that series or one of the Marvel movies where it's just like it's just really uncomfortable to watch because she's just
Yeah,
putting her fist up in
trying
the
to
air.
fly, yeah,
And there's like a guy behind her in a green suit that's like waving her hair around. Just
What are
wild
movies?
shit to think about,
It's like watching sausage being made.
but funny.
Yeah, super funny. So
People really just want people talking to baboons earnestly until they listen.
they really do. But luckily TRF is now down in this sunken ship as well. They made it down in this hidden force, and they're helping fight the knights as well. Vivian grabs a stick, it turns into the magical staff, Big Whoop, and now many more knights wake up to kill them all. But just then, Nemesis Prime comes in, kills all the knights within like 6 Mississippi. They took quick care of him, steals the staff for Quintessa to save Cybertron, and now this
Puts it in
secret
his little pocket.
He did put it in a little
That was
pocket.
nice. I was upset. He just put it as like a shirt pocket.
Glowing shirt pocket.
It's the way he did it made it look nerdy.
It was bad.
like secret. Ooh, keep that for later.
It was like, yeah, inside like a tux coat, you've got like, oh yeah, pocket protector and everything.
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, now this now this secret underwater ship is breaching, and Bumblebee's trying to take on Nemesis Prime and actually doing a decent job. And Bumblebee is about to be stabbed through the face and killed by Nemesis Prime, but he stops him from killing him by speaking in his own voice.
And in English.
Yeah.
Gay and dumb.
Seth said it was
Sorry, I
pretty
shouldn't
gay
say
as
that.
well.
No, I didn't.
So I see we're
Should I say
stealing
that?
quotes now.
He stole a quote. Is that? Did you write that down?
I write that down. Write that down.
Don't write
We're
that.
better people than that.
I'm not.
But he's
I'm
back to
not.
Optimus Prime now.
I'm not.
I'm not. I promise. He's back to Optimus Prime. Once he changes back,
I love everybody
Megatron,
equally.
Megatron and Crosshair show up, beat him up, steal the staff, and they're working for Quintessa as well in case Optimus failed. And the Knights come in to murder Optimus as he's about to die. Cade's little talisman turns into the fucking Excalibur or something.
He's the last night.
He is the last knight.
He is the last night all along.
But my problem was that
Which I
this was a 40-foot tall robot swinging a 1,000-pound sword at Optimus to kill him, and Cade's one-armed holding a sword was able to stop all that momentum and force from killing Optimus. The physics were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that as soon as the metal touched the talisman, hit like something in the robot had clicked, where he's like, "Oh, this is like the guy we got to listen to and rally around." But I also don't want to justify this movie in any way, so
Sure.
maybe just cut that out when you're editing.
Physics.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a holy thing. That's kind of what the implication is. I don't think we
Dumb.
were expected that Mark Wahlberg had the upper body strength to hold that back.
We don't know.
You never know.
He does
I mean,
work
he
out
almost-
at like 4
He
in the
almost
morning.
killed. He almost
He's
killed a
kinda
Vietnamese man. So.
We should watch his workout tape and do an episode on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So now they're all going to work together to get the staff back and to destroy Quintessa. This sunken ship is now just approaching Stonehenge, where the Decepticons are, as well as Sir Anthony Hopkins. And I didn't know. It kind of seemed like maybe Sir Anthony Hopkins was working with the Decepticons here. I was like, oh, as he like walks up to greet them, but he uses his cane, which is like a gun, shoots Megatron, and Megatron just blows him to bits. He did like 4 flips.
It was his moment. He kind of caught him off guard, though.
He did. No, he didn't
His
really do a
cane
lot,
gun.
but
It's such a funny scene.
him flipping in the air.
Yeah, him getting blown up a little bit. Because I thought objectively it was just like, it's funny that Anthony Hopkins is he shouldn't be in this movie. Like, he's too good for this kind of
Of
movie.
course.
And then he gets killed in like a crazy explosion. But also, as soon as he gets shot, you were like, oh! Like, Brandon's genuinely upset about it and surprised.
I was shocked. I was shook at.
Spooked.
That was,
It was a bit spooked.
scary. This is spoopy. So Quintessa has the staff using Earth's geothermal layers to reconstitute the planet into Cybertron, were Tony Hale's words, because he was some engineer.
Of sorts.
And Optimus is heading to her to stop this carnage while the rest follows behind in an alien ship to help out. And did Cade just ask Vivian out in like this plane?
Did he?
Like they're about to jump out or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" She's like, "I don't know, I might die today." So.
Oh, it was a reference to how he used to talk to his daughter.
Oh.
She would say, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And he would say, "I'll figure it out tomorrow." And she'd say, "You're running out of tomorrows." So
but she didn't pick up on that, as I didn't either, because she was like, "Are you asking me out?"
Oh.
He also sends a text to his daughter off of someone's phone. Whose phone was that? Some random guy's phone.
One of the TRF agents.
Okay.
Yeah, and he texts his daughter. He's like, "Look up in the sky, there's a surprise for you," and like didn't say who it was from. It's just like, what the fuck?
Literally some
It's like
random
the
number, and
And it's the end of the world up in the sky.
she looks up at the sky, and there's Cybertron.
It's Nemesis Prime. He's turned into a lance and is spiraling straight for her heart.
I've got a surprise for you.
Heart emoji.
I didn't even think about that. That's so funny.
I missed that whole scene. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Was it his own?
So this whole like 10 minutes go by where it's like this whole flying to the landing spot scene but like I'm so confused as to where they were actually going, like where the landing spot was and what their goal at the landing spot was going to be, because it cuts between them and then Sir Anthony Hopkins and then Tony Hale and then back to them, but then Optimus is flying up and then to the Autobots riding spaceships and then back to them, and then there are other alien spaceships following, but all of Cybertron is scraping Earth's crust as well, and I was so lost. Did you know what was going on, Lucas?
No, I know that they tried to nuke it for some physics reasons. Then Mark Wahlberg and Vivian have to go back in to get the staff because they were told not to get the staff. So they go back in to sacrifice it all. Then
Yeah.
They have a big last giant fight scene between
I know when they
Unicorn
like
and fucking Gravitron or whatever.
Unicorn and Gravitron.
Oh.
The fair ride and a horse with a horn. And those two are very close to Transformers.
Yeah, it's all like made up.
One of the things is like they landed on their landing spot and they're like, "We got to abandon plant immediately. They have a gun." Like there was like this turret that they're like,
Did you think they wouldn't have a
they were like,
weapon?
"We got to get the fuck out of here." But
The big giant gun is blown up by Squeeze or Squeaks, whatever his name is.
Squeegee.
Squeaks
That old
gets him.
I think it was-
90s neighbor.
I think it was
kid.
Squeaks, which was a Transformer that like Isabella had that didn't look like any of the other Transformers. He was so blue,
Shout out
but-
basketball.
but he like slithers over there, rolls
Squeaks.
over there, has this massive cannon on his arm, blows it up.
Massive cannon somewhere else too. Old Squeaks is
He's-
packing.
Yeah.
Squeaks slays.
He doesn't. He just has a really big penis.
He
He never
doesn't kill
uses
anybody.
he,
He never uses it.
he does not fuck.
He just likes to flaunt it, but it's like it's a piece of art though. Nobody should.
He's
touch.
really asexual. Aggressively asexual.
The second,
He's an asexual predator.
the second non-binary character after Mel, Squeaks.
Fuck is an asexual predator, just like a murderer.
Oh, we lost you. I'll just take this time to say, even
Also, the
asexual predation is wrong.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Also, Lucas, the Decepticons morphed into one Megazord.
They transmorphiconned into it. They did.
The Electromorphicon, Transformicon, Megazordian
It's a
action. Power Rangers.
reference.
And are gonna ruin the day when Optimus rides in on a fucking dragon
Of lore.
Dragon.
of lore. It's pretty canon. And the Megazord turns back into the 6 Decepticons, and they're like, "Try taking on 6 of us, asshole, and he's like, bring it on. Did you forget who I was or whatever?
Yeah.
So they all charge him. He just does like one spinning swipe with his sword and just decapitates all of them.
Yeah, really anticlimactic there.
So so they're all gone. Kate and Vivian kiss. They run into the alien ship, like you said, narrowly avoiding this nuclear explosion using physics that's meant to take down Quintessa's energy rays. And on the ship, Optimus kills Megatron. Bumblebee killed Crosshairs. Vivian grabs the staff, but she can't hold on because everything's like falling upside down because of the physics. But luckily, it turns into a zero gravity moment, and Cade grabs her hand and fucking spins her and just like discuses her to the staff. I looked at it, I was like, oh no. And Seth looks up as he's taking notes. He goes, oh no.
I missed
that
this part.
moment.
You missed the discus anti-gravity throw?
Yeah.
Good luck,
I
man.
mean, this movie put me off. It's not my fault. It's the movie's fault. I had other stuff to do at this point, too.
No, for sure. And so after that, she grabs the staff. She pulls it from the post, stopping the energy beams. Then Optimus and Bumblebee just killed their god. And she disappears completely. She vanished.
Wish we could do that 2 hours.
Oh, shit. And now they're just all safe on Earth. Everything is destroyed completely, but they are safe. And Optimus says that they can all live in peace now as their planets are merged. And that is the end of Transformers 5.
But the planets merged?
Yeah, that's what he said. Those are his words.
I simultaneously was watching a little NFL, and at one point I thought it was really funny. I laughed out loud because the Transformers were doing their thing, and then on the TV was the Fox NFL transforming robot.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing his thing. It was sort of a, hey, look at that.
So did you see the after credit scene?
Yeah, some fucking little girls talking some shit or something.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
about
much.
it. Yeah.
It's some mysterious lady in the desert with the shots of the Unicron horns still on Earth. And he asks if she needs help. This man comes up to her. She's clearly Quintessa, telling him how she can show him how to kill. Yeah. And she tells him, you can kill you. I'll show you how to kill Unicron. And then her face shimmers silver like a Transformer. And then we get an end. And that is Transformers 5.
Yeah. Again?
Yeah. But just like...
The last night.
Strength.
Yeah, or the will.
I don't.
So that's the end. So we'll get into some cores. How about we
should probably take a break first because we're almost
for
dose hours as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's do it. Everyone break.
Cool.
Break.
I'm gonna get a cookie as well.
Ooh.
Oh, I had a cookie last night. God, I got so fucking drunk.
Cookie?
Yeah, they made cookies. I don't know if they're butterscotch.
Those are so good.
Were they?
They were like maple.
Okay.
Who made cookies?
Some
Olivia.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Some broad.
Some broad. I was gonna say it. I was trying not to laugh, and I don't want to be mean or anything, because like you're very supportive and I love you to death. But it was really funny to me when we were watching Inside, and I would have like a funny thought or like just something I need to get off my chest, and I'd be like, "Hey, Brandon," and you look over and you got big
sad.
Like you're like, I don't want to make fun of you crying and like being emotional over a movie. So you look over, I'd be like, "Hey, Brandon," yeah, and it's like literally like the live out, pouting, kind of trying not to cry, stank face. Like it's not funny, but
no, when something's so sad,
funny.
I sob like that. It's like remind me to show you a picture of me crying at the Schitt's Creek finale after this.
Okay.
That one's not even sad. That's like
the finale when he looks at the sign again, bawled my eyes out.
No, in Inside, that's like.
Oh, that's what I thought.
It's like manic.
Yeah.
Oh no, I cry multiple times.
I think there's
some sadness.
Yeah, and I think it's a general just undertone of the entire thing. It's just sad. Like he's alone, and even before all that, he was really alone and sad and anxious, and then it just got amplified by the whole thing.
Do you cry at the end of his make funny or the second one?
I've never cried to a comedy special.
Oh man, I bawl my eyes out in his second one when he does
Goodbye.
Getting
Lucas.
his hand stuck in the Pringle can one
Hmm.
with the Kanye filter over it.
Oh, is that the?
Can
That's
I
the second
talk
because
my
it's what
shit?
and then make funny is what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I haven't seen that one. Somebody showed me, and it could have been.
Halfway
I don't think it
on.
was you. I think it was Hunter that showed me some of the songs
Garrett
from
still
it.
there?
They showed me the Kanye one and the country song
I
one.
mean, one of the
Where
cookies.
he's fucking a
The
scarecrow. the whole
Kanye
time.
one, I ball my eyes at him. Can I talk my shit?
Oh, Did you eat
Oh,
your
I
that
just
one
want-
is actually.
I just
What?
wanted to make a Pringle
Yeah, of
can.
course.
Just make it wider.
Did you eat the
And
other
it's
one?
like, I wish I had a
Double
daughter.
one.
Wish I had a daughter. So I had somebody
Okay.
around the house that could fit their hands
Love you.
inside of a Pringle can. Yeah, I'm not over it. And then it's like the Chipotle bowl, and it's all a thing on Runaway, basically.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got the cheese if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit.
My mom
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
it. Hotel for Dogs.
Hell yeah.
With Tim Meadows.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
It is. Well, that's wild.
It's super wild.
Did she just love
Scary.
the dog so much? It's not scary.
Just got it.
Goddard, like from Jimmy Neutron,
Yep.
the dog.
Okay.
Tight
Anyway,
end from
enough-
Philly.
Ugh.
Ready?
I gotta. Oh, I'm gonna keep riffing. That's all I do when I get manic, is it's word association for like 48 hours straight
Mhm. You ready?
and crying.
That's a lot of my life. Period. I mean, not the crying
Yes.
part.
Yeah, no, just the manic part, because yeah.
The riffing, yeah.
Riff. Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I'm not manic or crying.
I mean, we've all been
True.
In the
Let's
last-
get.
Let's get into the movie.
Oh, my boys.
Are you ready, Lucas?
conceived ready.
Wow. Alrighty.
Even better than us.
1, 2, 3. Conceived.
It's not like it was funny.
It was so funny to me. Okay, so I guess we're back. Well, that's gonna be a hell of a time to.
I'm sorry. Do you
So-
want to start over and do it again?
Nope, too late. It's gonna. I'll figure it out.
It's definitely not too late.
Super good edit there. Lucas, we're gonna sing a song together so that I know exactly how to sync it up. What are we gonna sing?
Good question. We could
Probably
sing
just.
"Good Vibrations" by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say by the Beach Boys, but yeah.
I think we should do something Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, if we could do some Lady Gaga. She's got a fast car. I've got a ticket.
Been working at a
Got a
convenience
fast
store.
car.
Alright, well, fuck it. I'll figure it out. We're not gonna sing anything. It's
Talk
quote
about
time. How
sad
many?
songs, Jesus.
Yeah. How
She
many?
wrote a sad song.
How many quotes do we have?
I
got a
don't know. I have
ticket.
like 6.
I have
I got
11.
5. I
Okay.
gave up. Largely.
Sure. A lot of mine are
I did too.
personal quotes.
I still took notes, but none of the quotes were worth it.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
11. Lucas has got 5. He's eating a goddamn cookie over there. That is so loud.
Oh, I have 12.
Mike's on
You-
mute.
You have 12?
I have 12. I have the most quotes
Okay.
for once. I beat Brandon.
Lucas, you can
Oh.
start.
Are you putting it closer to the microphone on purpose? I'm sorry, listeners. We're going.
No,
through
he's
a
put
ton-
No,
he
I
put it
muted
on
it.
mute.
I know, but I hear it.
It is. My ears are bleeding.
It's crazy how.
It's like Gilbert Gottfried singing at me again.
That's my
Never-
Gilbert Gottfried is you singing that fucking Without a Paddle song. All right.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh.
Lucas, start with half of yours.
First one is from Merlin when he's drunk. He goes, "God, I'm suzzled."
Okay.
I have 11 quotes.
Then I imagine you might have 10 quotes after this because this is from Bumblebee when he gets a new voice box. In a Siri voice, he goes, "This is such bullshit. Day Trader is a punk ass bitch."
Actually, don't have.
I
that.
don't
That's a
have
good
that.
one.
Oh, wow.
I like Punk Ass Bitch. It's classic too.
I did have it and I erased it.
Um,
To my bed.
This is from this is from Sir Anthony Hopkins. Someone asked him, he's at his like dungeon or whatever. He's like, "What is this table?" And he goes, "Oh, it's a puzzle from Unicron or Cybertron." I was like, "Cool, dude."
Duh.
Awesome.
So I'll
Obviously.
stop there.
Okay. We'll each do 6. Oh wait, you're down to 5.
What?
He took. Oh no, he
Oh.
only took one of yours.
Yeah.
We're down to 6. We had the same. So my first one is right at the very beginning. It goes, "Magic does exist. It was found long ago. inside a crashed alien spaceship. I was like, God damn it. I know exactly where this movie is going now, and I hate it. Next one is those kids. One of the kids was so smitten by Isabella's character, and he goes,
You got me smitten.
"You've got me smitten."
We're singing
Kitten
different
smittens.
songs.
I did Fast Car, but you got me smitten. Kitten smittens, yeah. He goes, "You have
She
a."
wanted a fast car to get away from the homeless shelter.
We all know it's the saddest song.
With her dad that she was taking care of.
Yeah.
My second quote here is this kid. He goes, "You have a big."
Body's too young. To
God
look like
damn you.
his."
Fuck.
He goes, "You have a big heart that seems to be working well. What is your workout routine?"
That
Yeah. Next one. Oh, this is a bad one. I can't remember who. I think it was Cade, and he pulls up and he's like, "You're getting really into this whole Indian thing, Chief." And the guy goes, "Quit calling me Chief. My name is Sherman."
Yeah, that was when he was being racist. That was a note of mine.
yeah.
He also said you're really embracing the whole Indian thing because he was riding a horse.
Yeah. I've got one that is a voicemail from from his daughter, from Cade's daughter, and she goes, "You don't need to save the world, Dad. You need a girlfriend,
That's
and I
not a
don't want
voicemail.
you to die alone." Or a message, or no, it was just a phone call. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need to save the world, Dad. You need a girlfriend. I don't want you to die alone.
Friggin' girlfriend.
You need a freaking girlfriend, yeah. You left that part out. I don't want you to die alone.
Then I've got one when the helper at the junkyard, his name was Desi, the black guy.
Yeah.
He gets shot by the drone,
Yeah.
and Cade goes, "What are you doing?" He says, "Dying." And he says, "It was a beanbag." And he was like, "A beanbag? I felt it go through me."
Yeah, it's like the riot control pellet or whatever.
And that's my last one for now.
Okay.
Seth, it's your turn.
Okay.
Seth.
Seth, 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 Seth.
We play
Seth!
different times every time.
One of us would cut out and the other one would start.
It was never on course. Okay. My first one, I don't even remember who said this. I didn't really quote anybody, unless it was Brandon. I didn't write who said it. This one says, "I'll burn you so bad you'll wish you died as a child."
Fuck, that's right. Who did say
which
that?
is probably the most horrific thing said in a Transformers movie.
That was Transform Hitler.
Could have been.
Hitlertron. This is just a note, but I want to bring it up. When Megatron is still in like the junkyard and the cop Transformers bringing, he's like,
barricade.
He's like, "We let the talisman."
Was it all the fucking fire?
He just kept shooting fire at him. He's like, "Fuck!" He's so pissed. He's just burning shit. Hey, Jinjo.
I didn't realize this was notes, ratings, and reviews.
Do you want me to leave?
He always
No.
does notes.
Yeah. I know he does.
Because I don't bring him up for some reason. All right. I don't know where this one is either, but I think it's just some guy that says, "You know who they always kill first? Lawyers."
That was a good scene. The one of them.
I don't even remember where that was from. I feel like they were.
I think
in
it
the
was
desert.
right before. I think it was right before the Suicide Squad scene.
Oh, probably. Yeah. That's right. When Megatron's that's so fucking weird. This one's from Cogman, the little
C-3PO
robot butler. Yeah, it says, "Rip an arm off of a human and they'll go wherever you want."
Fuck. Missed that.
I thought he was like really gonna rip his arm off when he said that.
Oh, for
He
sure.
wanted to. I was really excited about French car. That's my note.
You got a French car.
Oh man, maybe there is a god. That was too perfect. What's that called? Teleology?
Tracy Chapman.
No.
Talisman.
Next one.
Tesseract.
This is from Sir Anthony Hopkins. He says, "What a bitchin' car that is." When Hot Rod shows up as a Lamborghini instead of that old
What a
shit.
bitchin' automobile.
It just did not sound right when he said it.
And outstep Nicole Kidman.
And this one is that they've all been gathered, and Anthony Hopkins is talking to them because I don't remember his character's name.
No, I don't either.
And the lady's like, talking to Mark Wahlberg, like, why are you here? Why am I here? And Brandon goes, why are any of you here? What is going on?
I think you after that said, "Why are we watching this?"
Why are we
Brandino.
here?
Oh my god. Okay,
But I'll end with that for now.
Lucas, finish yours off.
Okay. This is from Desi, the black guy, when they're getting fired on. He goes, "This job doesn't have health care. Do it." He messed up the tenses, yeah.
The tenses.
It do be like that.
This is from the Cog Man. When he's driving the car, he's mowing people over. He says, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Twice.
Oh
Did
my
he
God.
really?
Yeah, he was. He was singing to himself.
Oh god.
He was the best character.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing.
Speaking
I'm
of
not.
Cogman, for some reason in the submarine transformer, he shot himself out. And then Mark Wahlberg was amused. He goes, "That little sicko just shot himself out like a torpedo."
I didn't even see that.
I
part.
didn't either.
I remember
Oh,
him
yeah.
getting swept away by the currents.
He like shot out to like scout ahead or some shit. I don't know.
He did?
Oh my god.
He did.
I don't remember that at all. I remember him like they were getting off the submarine and jumped in the water, and he was like, "Ah, I'm floating away. You guys are on my shit list." And then we just didn't see him for half an hour. Like
He's
that was really weird.
doing Butler shit. My last one is
Jesus.
from Hound, and it's because it's a very bad quote. And he goes, "It's just a cluster effing thingamabob."
Totally reminds me of his "I'm a wicked warrior robot."
That's better than this.
I hate these movies.
Speaking of Cogman, there was one scene where he was like, all the cars turned into their Camaro, their Lamborghini, their Maserati, their Aston Martin. They're driving away like super fast, and you just see Cogman behind him, just like running like Forrest
I
Gump
saw that,
behind it. And then like it was like another cut scene later as they're driving, and I was like, please, Cogman, be right behind him still,
I was
just
hoping
chasing
for
him
that.
down.
Though
be so
Cogman was like also the driver too, which is really funny.
Did we talk about the kidnapping scene already? Does anybody have a quote about that?
I don't. You should say it right now.
Do you
Say it
remember
right now.
the
I know.
lady when Anthony Hopkins is summoning everybody? That lady gets into like I guess her car. I don't know why
Yeah.
she just got into a car, and then it turns out it's a transformer. It's Hot Rod.
It's Hot Rod.
So he like starts taking her away, and I don't know what's going on. I think there's police or something or danger, whatever's going on. But he like throws her to the trunk
Yeah.
of the car, and she
Yeah.
opens it, and there's like a Lamborghini right behind. She's like, "Hey, I'm in danger. I've been kidnapped." And I'm thinking like, "Oh, this Lamborghini is a Decepticon. It's gonna get her."
No,
But
it's just a guy.
It's just a guy that ignores the situation and leaves. Also, there's like
Drives a
3 or
faster
4.
way.
He drove faster away. There's 3 or 4 other cars.
Yeah,
that are
nobody
also
does
watching
any-
all this.
I also said like,
And then it turns into a Lambo.
yeah, it turns into a Lambo, and none of the other cars behind this old timey car were like, hey, wait a minute.
They've just been dealing with Transformers for
Yeah.
so long. They're so jaded to
Yeah.
the world.
Okay. One of my quotes here is when Hot Rod does his little time warp freeze time thing
Ugh.
when they all show up to the palace or whatever for the first time,
Yeah.
and they get away. This is when Cogman actually does his running thing.
Yeah.
And Cogman walks up and pokes like the little time warp bubble and sees everybody, and he just goes, Einstein would be tickled pink.
Medium well.
No pink at medium well. Or a little
What?
pink, no.
a
Yeah.
tiny bit.
Dirty bit.
I was gonna say that. Did I already say this was in there in the submarine? I guess I'll say it again. They're talking. Vivian's hitting on Cade, and he says, "Oh, I'm saving myself," and she says, "What are you saving yourself for? Old age?"
Got his ass.
Yeah.
God is that
Because
good.
there's a
That was-
weird thing where he like fulfilled part of the prophecy by not having sex for a long time.
Yeah,
That was a prophecy.
he was like a nun, basically. Yeah.
What?
That's
Um,
like the night must be chaste or something.
Oh my god.
let's
That's
see here.
right.
Okay. So my next one here is Squeaks. You have to go destroy that gun. You're small and you're ugly. No one will see you coming.
Yeah.
And then he goes and destroys that gun.
He did it. It was just a really bad pep talk.
Yeah. This other one, I've only got 3 more. One of these is Cogman is talking to Sir Anthony Hopkins as he dies in the
Mhm.
hole, and he just goes, "Of all the earls I've had the privilege to serve, you were the coolest."
The coolest. A word he shouldn't have used.
The word he shouldn't have used, but the reason I put it down was like, is Earl like his profession, or did he like just serve a bunch of people named Earl? And he's like, "You're the coolest Earl of them all."
It's just stupid because he's like the highest, most sophisticated like Shakespeare robot. He says, "You were cool, bro."
Yeah, that was
Signing off.
You were
very much counter to his personality and vernacular.
I'm gonna miss you. You were so lit, bay fam. Later,
It's
cool hanging.
This is actually a prequel to My Name Is Earl.
Yeah.
This whole
Sir
movie
Anthony Hopkins turns into Earl.
Jason Earl. Jason
Okay.
Lee, excuse
Last two. One of these is me quoting myself because I made myself laugh.
I thought that was the one just now.
No.
That Earl thing.
No, that was just his. One of these is when they're escaping all the Decepticons when the tracker is on Bumblebee, and I just go, Dinobot used to dig. It was super effective. Just popped out of the fucking ground. And my last one is a Seth
He was
one.
pretty happy.
My last one was Seth, and it was after Bumblebee talked in his real voice.
Oh yeah.
That better not change him back. No.
Yeah.
That's for gay.
Yeah, that's right. Well, because
We understand. You don't need to.
I don't know if we mentioned that Bumblebee said that I would die for you, Optimus Prime. And Optimus Prime, like, his eyes literally lit up.
Yeah. All right. Finish yours off, Seth.
Computers.
iCarly.
What is it?
Seth is losing it over here because I said iCarly.
Remember Gibby?
You guys gotta shut the fuck up.
I remember Gibby so well. I remember him too much.
The stunt double broke his ribs doing a scene for him. Did you know that?
What? I
The
don't
scene
know.
where Gibby falls through the roof of the stunt double and he broke his bones because he just did it for real.
Forget-
And now Gibby's like sad and on YouTube.
Yeah.
Gibby and Coconut had a lot of similarities.
Oh man, so many similarities.
Between whom?
Gibby and Coconut Head.
I can't keep talking about these.
All right,
shows.
do your quotes.
I tried, and then you said iCarly, which you knew was going to be a trigger. I'm so manic.
No manic. You got this, Seth.
Do it for Mel.
Wait for Mel. Man.
Hey, man. Oh, I'm crying. Full of a lot of emotions right now. You can't just bring up Mel like that out of the blue. Damn it. Can I read these headphones off, man?
Go for it. You can't listen to us as you say this.
Is it the heat?
We're all just crying.
Okay. I'm moving on. I have to go forward. Another
Mel
note.
couldn't go forward. Remember when he was?
I want to hear him.
No,
no.
What's
Let me hear. What's he saying?
I said Mel couldn't move forward when he was. Remember he was stuck and he had to like put it in reverse Terry.
He was doing his walk
Back it
thing.
up, Terry.
Okay.
We're okay. I think I'm over it. All right. Another note. They never show Anthony. Right? Yeah, Anthony Hopkins running in any scene.
Oh, this is so funny.
Because there's a scene where Cogman is just like in a dead sprint heading to the car, and Anthony Hopkins is talking, but they never pan over to his character because he's clearly not sprinting.
But the next scene, he's with
Next scene,
Cogman,
he's
like
in the car
opening
with
the
him.
door to the car.
So he was sprinting really fast.
He was it's understood that he was, but you never get to see it, unfortunately. I don't think Anthony Hopkins could even pump his arms at this point.
Okay.
So a real note now is when they're getting into the submarine and it's a museum, they're jumping over the little ticker gates that you have to buy, tickets for and move the
Tickets,
metal
please,
bar. Yeah. So they're jumping over that, like, hey, you have to pay. And Anthony Hopkins is behind him, and he goes, no, it's okay, I'll pay for them. They just love submarines. Like the kids, like too excited,
Yeah,
they have to go see them, but they're just like 40-year-old people.
It's like they're 6-year-olds. They're
So funny. What is this? Next one is from Optimus Prime. It says, I've come.
I can come.
Well, the full quote was, I've come for the staff, but which is still kind of
yeah.
a euphemism.
Come on the staff.
God, did I miscount when I read last time? I
You
haven't
done?
miscounted it. No, I have like 4 more now. This is a quote from Brandon when Bumblebee's fighting some Guardians. It said Bumblebee is literally fighting for his life, and the humans are just trying not to drown because like Mark Wahlberg and the lady are like falling off the ship.
Like the
He's
meme,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, like the meme.
what meme is that?
It's the one where the mom is like lifting her kid out of the water, like the other one's drowning in the foreground.
Just quite literally like that.
Like that? Did you run?
This one's also from Optimus Prime, just because I thought it was really bad dialogue, and like I know David Cullen did a good job in the first one, but this one he just sounded really corny. So he like turns back into Optimus Prime after being Nemesis Prime, and he just says the Guardian Knights are going to kill me, and it's just I don't know, it just seemed really bad, so I wrote it down.
Blank.
This quote is from all of us. What? That's all of us, the entire movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the last one is another banger from Optimus Prime. It is time to come home as a message to all the Autobots.
Lucas, what is all this background noise you're making?
I don't know.
He's fiending.
He's just like fidgeting.
Same.
No, you were just crying.
My brain is
iCarly.
fidgeting.
So that's the end of quotes.
Cried iCarly.
So ratings time. Is Lucas crying? What is he pointing at?
Just being effeminate.
Ratings time. Seth, you're starting today. Tomato meter, percentage, critics.
Did I look this up earlier?
I don't know.
Total percentage?
Yep.
56.
Okay. Lucas?
You did say it was the worst reviewed. I'm going to say 16%.
One of you guys is correct at 16%.
I read the wrong one.
16% of Rooney's critics. Audience on Rotten Tomatoes, though. Now, we don't know if this is the lowest or not. Because I just talked about critical acclaim.
Is it still a percentage?
It's still a percentage.
Am I still going first?
Yes.
56.
56, okay.
Worldwide, I'm going to say
What?
29%. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're
29%.
Mr.
One of you guys is 14 off. One of you guys is 13. It's 43. Seth is our winner.
Oh, Price is Right rules, though.
Well done.
Lucas, we can start with you here. IMDb
Oh, I'm over, I
Metascore
lost.
out of 100 critics.
Wait.
I'm going to say 2.7.
27?
27.
God damn you. Seth out of 100.
And this is who?
IMDb Metascore says critics.
Okay.
Out of 100.
3.9.
So 39.
Sure.
Pretty close.
One of you guys is correct.
Oh.
One of you guys is correct.
Oh my god.
And I'm not going to announce it right away like I did the other because it was pretty obvious. This one I'm going to drag on. It's a 27. Lucas is right again.
I would like to thank the God I have previously said hasn't existed. You're out there looking over me.
Thanks, God.
How do you undisavow something?
And
I
Right. Naturally.
You know, now
It's
that
in the fucking words.
now that I think about the bison, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, never mind. That's bogus.
And Lucas, IMDb audience score out of 10.
I want to go with a 42.
4.2. Okay.
43, Bob.
4.3. Okay. It's a 5.2. Seth is our winner.
Mm.
Seth won both of our audiences.
Oh, I know the people. A man of the people, as long as they're crazy.
Wait, earlier, when you said 56 and it was 43, but you were closer by 1, you said Price is Right rules, bitch, but you were over by 13.
Yeah, I lost.
Oh.
I also said I lost.
He's
Oh,
the
okay.
bitch.
I'm the bitch.
And I'm the dad.
I'm.
But I nailed both the critics.
You nailed both of them. Critics
I
are
sucked at them both.
16.
I was just gonna say he betted him for the answers
Six-
instead of just googling that shit.
16 and 27 for critics.
He slept with a rod.
I slept with every critic, and then they told me their scores, and I did the meme myself.
You did the calculation.
You just got a spreadsheet. It's Transformers 5 critic sleep review chart.
And their
Ranks them
boob
based.
rating.
And they were all below 9.
So 21.5 is the average.
At a loose of 10 boob.
21.5 is the average for critics. Audiences is 9. That's 47.5. What are we giving it, Seth?
That's a great question, Bob. I'm going to say...
Good question.
Good question. I'm going to say 5.4.
Wow. Okay.
Is that high?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really stupid. This is just bad. But I don't know. Anthony Hopkins was in it. I laughed a lot more than I thought I would, and a lot of it I was making fun of it, but some of it was genuine. I thought it was funny. A lot of the Cogman scenes, Cuckman. So yeah, I think middle of the road, maybe a little above, just because there was so much money and production value put into it. That there was a little edge there.
Lucas?
I have kind of a similar point of view. I'm going to give this movie a 3.4. I thought it was slightly better than the last Transformers I saw, but that's not really saying a whole lot. I think there was a lot of technical precision in this and flares. What's going on?
His battery is low.
I have it plugged in.
Weird.
Apparently it wasn't plugged in all the way.
I think there is a lot of technical precision, which I'll give it credit for, and I did like Cogman. I also think it was insanely boring and stupid, and it kind of made me mad watching. And that's not what movies should do.
You guys are going to be surprised, but I'm actually the outlier on this one.
He wouldn't.
I'm a 2.6. I'm the
10
lowest.
from Brandon.
First ever 10.
I'm giving 4.
I know.
You haven't done it yet?
You give a hot rod.
I did give hot rods. It's
Okay.
a 2.6. 2 hours and 35 minutes. I didn't understand anything that was going on. There are 4 different storylines being intertwined into one that we could cut. I said the whole family thing with the Isabella character we didn't need. The Canopy stuff we didn't need.
Let's not speak ill of Canopy.
The whole Tony Hale thing we definitely didn't need as well.
No.
There's a lot of things that we didn't need. And so trim the fat. I mean, once again, sound effects are great. Michael Bay maybe overdoes some of the cinematography and editing portions of it. But like you said, Cardinal Sin of movies, it's boring and long. Double hit there. So 2.6.
Also, that makes
Fair.
me the outlier, by the way.
I'm just saying I'm usually in the middle.
Oh.
Usually Malcolm.
I'm usually Malcolm.
Last
So
us.
11.6 between the 3 of us, or 11.0 is the average between the 3 of us. No, it was 11.6. So 3.9 average is what we've got.
Okay. That's fair. I think.
Reviews. I've got several.
Let's hear him.
Peter Travers, Rolling Stone, says, every time Michael Bay directs another Transformers abomination, this is the 5th, the movies die a little. This one makes this summer's other blockbuster misfires look like masterpieces. 0 stars.
Nice.
Out of what?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Out of what?
That does matter.
0 to 1 versus 0 to 8 billion.
Yeah, that's a big scale difference, of course.
Next one is Emily Yoshida at vulture.com.
I know Emily Yoshida. She's
Really?
on a podcast I've listened to, yes.
From vulture.com.
I hooked up with her once.
That's actually good. Oh, yeah, you slept with every critic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Of course I know Emily
7 on the
Yoshida.
boob rating.
Oh, perfect.
Not bad.
She says, I feel slightly worried about how little I hated this. It was marginally better than the previous film. The Last Night remains barely coherent, but it's more fun than Age of Extinction, though both movies are so drunk on money and effects they accidentally go weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, I just waved.
Next one is Peter Bradshaw at The Guardian. He says, the runtime is too long, and it feels as if it's competing with Marvel movies for spectacle, but without the wit and fun. So he likes Marvel a lot more.
Without the spectacle.
A lot of spectacle.
Owen Gleiberman.
Poor guy.
Just his name?
Yeah.
Owen Gleiberman at Variety says, the 5th time may not be quite may not quite be the charm, but the latest entry in Michael Bay's crunched metal robot warrior war mega series is badder and therefore better.
I think it was slightly more interesting than the other Transformers. It kind of tried to do like a mythology, King Arthur story, instead of just doing Transformers, fucking doing Transformer shit. But it ended up becoming Transformers doing Transformer shit.
Yeah,
as they do.
Even then, just barely.
And my last critic reviewer is Joshua Rothkopf at Time Out New York.
Who's naming these critics?
That's for
their
real.
parents.
There's no God if names like this exist.
Joshua Rothkopf and Owen Gleiberman.
Maybe he's just got a sense of humor.
At Time Out New York, he says, clangorious and nonsensical, but regardless of our opinions, we all know that what a Michael Bay film is. This one's his most Baysome. 3 out of 5.
Baysome.
All right, Mr. Rothcock.
Clangorious.
It's not clangorous.
Oh, I did add an I. Clangorous.
It's talisman, Brandon.
Tesselman.
Tesseract.
Taliban.
On to user reviews.
On to user. Yep.
Woo!
First, The Little Bluebird.
Yes.
Bethany Cox, Little Songbird. July 1st, 2017 says, just for the record, before those defending the film jumped down my throat and start accusing me of all kinds of unfounded things like they have done with their tiresome, uncalled for, and disgustingly condescending critic bashing, this review is not coming from a Transformers detractor. Far from it, actually, oddly enough. Most of the animated show are really entertaining and well made, and the animated film likewise is a guilty pleasure in a sort of way. Of the live action films, first was enjoyable. Revenge of the Fallen, often considered the worst for me, wasn't that terrible, but had a lot wrong with it. I'm honestly of the opinion that Michael Bay's Transformer franchise got worse with each installment, and having seen some describe The Last Night as the worst of the 5, having seen for myself with an open mind, but with little knowledge of its reception, personally, I am in agreement. The Last Night is again overlong by about an hour, with the basic story being very thin on the ground and both rushed and slow moving. To make up for this, or disguise it more like, a lot of subplots are added. Far too many, and many of them are unsatisfyingly resolved or explored. In conclusion, a weak film and gives us the sense that the Transformers franchise has run its course. 3 out of 10.
I drew a lot of parallels to the movie to her review.
Movie, yeah. No, I do too.
I don't know. It's funny that she like structures it so much and so long that she has to put an outright conclusion in her review, her IMDb review.
It's a whole...
I also thought it was funny because she's like, this is not coming from a Transformers detractor, which means it's coming from a Transformers tractor.
Which is just a Transformer.
I was just confused as to why she set it up like, before anybody gets mad at me, you know, like she was gonna have a dissenting opinion.
Yeah.
And she's like, before anybody gets mad at me, and then by the middle to end of it, she was like, I'm in agreement with the consensus opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, who are you upsetting then? Who's gonna jump down your
throat?
throat?
A lot of people will be like, this fucking bitch, this deserves a 10 out of 10.
That's when she gets in her Kevin Durant burners.
Yeah.
And starts roasting everybody on IMDb.
This is a fifth of her total review that I narrowed down. Like, they're that long.
Jesus.
Yeah, she needs to chill.
Next one is by Jacob John Taylor.
His
Jonathan
name is my
Taylor.
name too.
Nice. July 15th, 2017. He says, this is a great movie. It's one of the best movies ever. It has a great storyline. It also has great acting. It also has great special effects. This is better than the first Transformers movie. And that is not easy to do. 5.3 is a good rating. But this is such a great movie, 5.3 is under-rating it. A lot of people are giving it 6. This is still too low for this great of a movie. I give this movie a 10. This is a great movie. If you do not like this movie, then you do not know good science's fictions. This is a classic of our time. See it. It's better than The Dark Knight, and that's not easy to do. This is a great film. I do not know why anyone would not like it. 10 out of 10.
We found him. The dumbest man.
The detractor. This is
Detractor.
This is the man that gets mad at the little songbird. Now you know.
I was serious. I think he should run for office.
I think
He could go far.
has served already. He's done his terms. He can't do it again.
He served his country well.
Better than The Dark Knight is a bold statement, which is on IMDb. I think it's the 6th highest rated film of all time.
It's a non-comparative statement. They have nothing in common besides the name Knight. So,
I think
Yeah.
so. I think The Last Night.
Does he
and The
think
Dark
they're-
Knight.
this is like a trilogy.
It's in the same universe. Well, The Dark Knight's happening, and then like a few miles away, it's also congruently
The
The
last.
Last Night also happening.
Batman has to take down Optimus and the Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah, that's the newest movie. That's
There's
Transformers 6.
David Lowery's 2021 film, The Green Knight, is also at the party.
He's just comparing every movie that has the in it.
The Night State area.
I think The Green Knight I have rated higher than The Dark Knight. Speaking
Ooh.
of night rated movies,
Oh.
and it's a King Arthur tale. We should do that one.
Oh shit, okay.
Next one that I have here is Snoopy Style. July 4th, 2017. He says, "So that happened.
Oh my god.
It is everything Michael Bay. It has plenty of explosions, slow motion action, hot babe, and big CGI set pieces. I'm willing to live with all that. It could be mind-numbing popcorn fun. There's nothing wrong with that. There is simply too much with the plot for this type of movie. Then there is the overall Michael Bay directions. His noisy, muddled, messy style is getting annoying. The historical Transformers leave me scratching my head. It is chaos in action and in story execution. Also 3 out of 10.
That's our best user reviewer Mookie winner, is it not?
Yes, it is. Mookie Goonie Baddie Movie Award.
Snoop Dogg in the motherfucking house.
And then I've got 4
That's
really
me.
short ones for you. Cost Mask coming back.
Another a champion.
September 2nd, 2017. He says, maybe I lowered the bar for myself, but I really had some genuine chuckles along the way. It is silly, don't get me wrong, but still works on some level. And whatever you may think, if it's negative, the movie's made a lot of money at the box office. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, so fuck us, I guess.
This was
Fuck me, Cost Mask.
It's terrible to give an extra star or 2 for like how much money it made. But also I think I kind of got caught up in the same thing this guy did where he set the bar too low.
Yeah.
And then I laughed twice and I was like, okay, maybe it's a 5.
This is
little bit.
hilarious.
That was I fell into that hole. I get it.
Next one is
I hate when
by
I fall
Jake.
into holes.
It happens way too often.
My next one is Jack O. Hassanov IMDb.
Why'd you say
Founder
it
of
so
IMDb.
rhythmically.
Because there's an underscore after each one of them.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun. Nice.
There's an underscore under each. August 27th, 2021. He
Classic.
says, I watched this movie after my military service was over.
Oh, he loved
I was able to watch a few movies when I was in the military. I didn't like it, even though I watched this movie after I didn't watch a movie for a whole year. Bad.
Strong words.
5 out of 10.
Well,
Hey,
And still
I mean-
average.
still 5. Maybe
it's still
I'm
a
like
movie
this
to
guy.
him.
Maybe you're a Marine.
Maybe I'm a Marine. No.
No.
He's a
Penultimate
submarine.
review.
Below the Marine.
Yeah.
if
That's
you
when a
will.
Marine likes to be dominated.
This is submarine.
Oh,
Goodness
good.
good.
I'm a
Penultimate-
submarine specialist.
Um,
I like some
Dominatrix
strong
on the
women.
Machine base.
God.
She's a Marine.
Penultimate review.
She's got like her own tent set up.
Um,
A trough for the men.
Submarines.
God damn you guys.
I like it when you get mad. Brandon. I'm a submarine.
Penultimate review by F. Kabansky.
Now that
July 30th, 2019. They
It's
say, get some Transformers toys. Give them to a kid. Watch him play with the toys for an hour. Pew, pew, boom, bang, bip. The story you see, the battles you see,
Bip.
everything you see will be better than what's in this movie.
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
So
Tough bip.
And a tough bip. And my last one is by Bad Head Content. July 24th, 2018. And this is in all caps. He says, I had absolutely no idea what was going on the whole time. 10 out of 10.
I guess I could go either way.
This man who loves a movie.
He just loves movies so much. He's just like, oh my God, this is,
What the hell is happening?
I don't know what's going on, but I'm
And
having
Who
fun.
turned the lights
If
off?
It's so dark in here.
Nosferatu. So, are we recommending this film, Seth? No.
Mm.
Lucas? No. And
Brandon?
I am not going to recommend this film. That's 3 no's.
And I'll sit on this bench.
It's pretty unanimous here. So with that, we're gonna end it this week. 3 no's. Don't watch Transformers: Rise of the Last Night, not Rise of the Beast.
3 no's and a baby.
3 no's and a baby. So and then next week, I hear Jinjo. Next week we're getting on some Drop Dead Fred action before we enter Spooktober. We've got 5 Halloween movies planned out for you guys.
Do we have them all? Should we say them all?
Yeah, we've got
Maybe we should say one is like a little teaser. Get them all riled up.
Okay, yeah, the
Get
middle
them
one.
sweating a little bit.
So
The middle one.
our first one is
What's the
going to
middle
be Morbius.
Woo!
Second is going to
Morbid
be
It is
morbid.
going to be Morbin time.
Second one is Spirited Away.
We'll be morbing live for that episode. The Spirited Away one, not the Morbius one.
Tune in to watch us morb live.
The Spirited Away.
Spirited
What the
Away.
spirits to morb away?
Ostensibly.
The third is we're doing a
laugh every
film that
time
we'll
with
keep a secret, I guess, of one that none of us have seen before, so that we can scare our little socks off. The fourth, because there's 5 Mondays, so 5 will be coming out. The fourth, Birdemic 2, which will be a
It's
great
happening again.
come around. And then fifth will be our masterpiece. We're doing The Shining, so that's what we got for you.
I thought we were just gonna say one.
No, we talked about. We're not saying one.
Okay.
Which is the
I
middle.
thought Seth's plan was that too, but we just soldiered ahead.
Yeah. Soldier on
I'm
the temper trap.
like a submarine.
Like a
So
submarine.
with that, we're gonna see you later. Oh, starting a YouTube page, so check it out. It's gonna have all of our Skype videos on it, as well as check out our Facebook, Instagram pages. Send us recipes. Seth and I might start working on TikToks, like I say every week.
Yep.
And with that, we'll see you next week. Hasta mañana, bitches.
Make sure you neuter and spay your animals
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
You don't
And
want them out. with children.
no. No.
No.
Don't want them out there breeding and shit.
No.
What are you gonna say, Seth?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm trying to come up with a new sign off and I don't have anything good.
I stole mine from
Kung Fu
what's his
Panda.
name? Price is Right guy. What's his name?
Oh, I
Bob
know.
Barker?
Bob Barker.
No, the old one, the new one.
Drew Carey?
Yeah,
killed a
he always
hooker?
says that. He always says.
He says
spay and neuter
good
your-
douche.
That was Bob Barker originally too. I thought he was talking about Gadoosh at first.
That's what I
Bob
thought.
Barker started the spay and neuter your pets.
That's his sign off?
Bob Barker started neutering pets.
No, he didn't start that.
No,
but
he invented that.
Oh yeah, he invented the neuter.
Accidentally
That doesn't
saved
sound right.
He
local pet populations.
He was morbing too hard one time. And he invented neutering and spaying.
We'll morb you next time.
Yeah, we'll morb you next week.
More douche.
More.
Love you
We're
more.
gonna be doing Morbius next week.
I know.
Your poor mother.
We're leaving. Brandon.
Morby bye.
Fucking Christ. We tried to sign off 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
That was my fault. I was digging in there.
Oh my
Getting
god.
to the meat.
The
Just
meaty-
I got past the meat. I need the marrow.
Sucking all that marrow down.
Girl, sucking the marrow off that bone. That's not a good line. I'm gonna forget that I ever said that.
Sucking the marrow off that bone, are you, huh?
That's a good
Imagine
line.
saying that.
Yeah, this is bad.
I used to like try to come up with jokes like, what would be the funniest thing to do while you're getting head? And the funniest thing I came up with is like double wet willy like, in the middle of it.
That's good.
I need to say things like this so I never put them on air.
She looks up and you're doing this thing with your lip. Lucas has got his eyelids flipped inside out. It's just a nightmare.
You're just gonna
We're
start
done now.
shampooing her,
We're so done.
washing the hair.
Runny egg.
She's flipping us off. That's on video. We caught her.
We
That's
got
not
you.
good.
This is going on. Oh shit! This is still being recorded.
Yeah.
You have to delete me.
I can't delete you.
Control Alt Delete my
I
ass.
can't. It's too late.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Later.
Morbin.
Whoa.
Get morbed.
Moored me, baby.